Yeah, it was really. That's why I was looking. I was like, the quality.
The quality.
That was so. Like the yarn is really good.
Some good yarn, boy.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, they gave him good hair.
Day 2.
I'm excited. I'm getting antsy to see what the hell they talking about is going to happen in 34.
Yeah, apparently that's when it goes down. I'm assuming Zoisai and his boyfriend do something crazy. As crazy as the score between the Knicks and the Celtics, 104
to 104.
68.
The New York Knicks are definitely going to. Oh, that's going to suck if this age is horrible. It's going to suck.
If they end up losing,
absolutely. But the New York Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since the year 2000 when I was 10 years old. We are here.
All but a wee boy.
I was a wee lad. A wee little Brooklyn dickhead.
Good for you, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, man.
This is our chance. This is our opportunity. Thank you, El Capitan. Thank you, everybody, for watching Sailor Moon with us. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the season finale of the Moon Piece Podcast. I am your co-host, Cory, and to my right, I have Kimmy-chan.
Hi.
Nanigaski.
Chocominto yorimo anata. Koi-chan.
Hi.
Nanigaski.
Strawberry flavor. You know me, Anata?
Daddy-chan.
Hi.
Nanigaski.
Cookie and cream yorino anata.
Yay! We got him to do it. Welcome to the season finale of the Moon Piece Podcast, where we give you all things anime, gaming, all things in between. And as always, let's start it off like we usually do. What we watching, what we playing, and Danny, what is you saying?
I'm saying that we rehearsed that way too many times.
What? What do you mean? Oh my god!
That was a one shot. What you
First
talking
of all,
about?
what do you mean? That was one take.
That was
we
one
played
take.
it. We played it like a lot.
We
of times.
played it five times.
But we didn't do it.
I'm just
Damn,
busting
dude,
your chops.
We killed that.
In one
How you
shot.
hate on us?
In one
How you
shot.
hate on us with?
We did that in one shot,
Man,
y'all.
How your hate is so hard that you hate on yourself?
That's crazy. We listened to it a
I'm
bunch,
just having
but
fun.
we did.
I'm
It
just
took
having
us
fun.
one time.
What are you watching, bro?
Kimmy, this is for you. I started Ouran High School Host Club.
Yes.
Oh,
Not only did I start it,
Nanigaski.
not only did I start it, but I'm almost done with it.
Yes.
I literally binged like 20 episodes in a day and a half.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
This last Monday, we didn't have anything to watch.
We didn't have anything to do.
It was a chores day. I did my chores. I spent time with my girlfriend and my dog, and I just binged.
Oh, you
a
did
lot
the
of it.
stream because you streamed early and then you was just chilling.
Yeah,
were like,
yeah,
that's it?
just doing chores.
I need thoughts. I need opinions.
I really like the show.
Thank you.
I think Ouran High School Host Club is definitely
Damn, girl, that's gonna pick up in the mic.
Better.
It's well done, honestly. Like I watched it dubbed, of course, and honestly, the dubbed hit. I thought the dub
It's
was
so-
really good.
Yeah.
Personally think it's one of the only animes I'm like the dub is better.
Yeah, and then the main guy, the yellow haired guy,
Tamaki.
Tamaki, he's Edward Elric.
Yeah.
So the entire time I'm like, yo, I know this man.
Also, the
Where is
other
he
girl.
from?
Also, the other girl is Haruhi too, the blonde chick.
Winry?
I don't know their name.
Winry, the blonde girl.
Yeah.
Winry.
Oh, no
That's also
way.
Haruhi,
Oh,
yeah.
that's crazy. I think that the comedy is very well done in the series. I
Yes.
think I'm finding myself laugh a lot. Even like in the beginning, it took some time getting used to like the twincest.
Yes.
You know, but
Yes.
they have a lot of fun with it. Like
Yes.
they call it out. They call out all the tropes. Like, no, you're supposed to be the lolly boy, but you're also supposed to be like this way and da da da. Like the
Yes.
manager girl.
Yeah.
I think like was a very good addition. I think that it's a very well cast of characters. The main girl, what is her name?
Haruhi.
Haruhi. Like, yeah, she's cool, but you know, she plays the pivotal role because seeing everyone slowly become like obsessed with her, was definitely like a very charming point. And then obviously like the Tamaki character is just,
Reverse
like,
harem.
the selling point of the show. Like he's so funny, and then like when you meet Haruhi's mom or dad, and he's transvestite, he works at a tranny bar, and how like him and Tamaki are like literally like the same person. I thought like those two characters on the same screen, like whenever they're on the same screen together, I think it's just like
Crazy.
a great time. It's funny. Honestly, the animation looks great. I'm watching this, and what did this come out like early 2000s?
2005.
It doesn't need to be rebooted. I think that-
Exactly.
Bro said it holds up.
Yes.
yeah, it definitely holds up. I had fun the whole time. Intro sucks though. Jesus Christ, the intro's trash.
Kiss
But-
fall in love.
No, that's for the birds. That outro though,
Outro's fire. Yes.
phenomenal until they start singing. Then I'm like, oh no.
That's crazy.
Ooh, I knew he had to have something. I was like,
That's-
I was like, this is going too well for
Yes,
Kimmy. This
no,
is going too well.
There has to be something for him. This
I,
bitch.
I remember like when I'm like watching the show and like the outro starts playing and I'm like rocking out, but then like I never get to the remote fast enough, so like Netflix is always like next episode.
Yeah.
But then once I'm like, no, I got there on time and I hit watch credits and I'm like rocking out and then they start singing and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
This is what we do it?
Yeah.
This is a
No,
lot.
I agree. I agree on that.
I'm having a lot of fun. I'm honestly surprised it's only 26 episodes.
Yes. No, you don't understand. The big thing of the fandom is that everyone has been asking for season 2 since 2005, and they've never done it.
Does the story continue?
It does. It does. There's a lot to it.
Oh, so this is an infamous season 2 jail?
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yo.
This
Lord.
is yeah. No, that's it.
Damn.
Everybody has always asked for it since then, and they will never give it to us.
See, that was the hard part about
No.
being a back in the day animes fan. Like,
Yeah.
not getting season 2 used to really be a thing. There's
Yeah.
so many one season animes, like Dead Man Wonderland.
Yeah, well, that's because they also went in another direction.
Yeah.
You know, they were never
Man, how do you feel that he watched that already?
I knew he would like it, and he was dragging his feet, kicking
Nah,
about.
that's not
He
what I
was
asked
like,
you. I asked you, how do you feel that he got it done already? Because we just spoke about it.
Yeah.
And let's not act like you wasn't causing a hissy fit
I watched
about
it the next
what we
day.
said you got to watch. So you got to feel some type of like shocked.
No, because I knew I'm not. I
didn't
knew
say
he would
enjoy
like it.
I didn't say see, she talking about enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, are you shocked that he finished it already?
Well,
Or
he
about-
didn't finish it. He's
I have
about
six
to.
I have 6 episodes left.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
I'm also a little disappointed that they never like changed the intro because they usually like with some season ones.
Yeah.
But this is the early
It's
2000s
2005.
too.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So it's not the same.
It wasn't in the budget.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
literally.
I mean, this show had mad budget. You know what I mean? It wasn't wildin'.
Clearly.
I really like the reverse harem aspects because again, like the cast of guys is like really, it's just like really well. I have
strong.
fun. I have fun with like all of them.
Yes.
It's funny. I would say Tamaki is probably my favorite character.
yes.
Then it would probably be the twins.
Yes.
I love both of the twins. I think like they're just so mischievous, and the way like they actually get a few over on Haruhi, like they
Yeah.
trick her a few times, and she thinks she's so smart and she knows them so well, and she does. But even they get her a couple times, and it's like, oh, I didn't even see that coming.
Yep.
And then probably because I'm just gonna do top 3. The third one is probably going to be the Kosei, the guy with the glasses.
Oh, Kyoya.
Kyoya. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's a really funny character. I actually just watched the episode where we spend like the whole episode with him.
Yeah.
Where him and Haruhi
Haruhi.
are in the mall together
Mhm.
and they're going around and she's learning more about him. I really like, I think he's like my top 3 because him and Tamaki's dynamic, like,
Mommy.
Exactly. Mommy said you could do this, but Daddy said he could.
I'm crying. Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I love it. Honestly, like I feel like I'm watching not RuPaul's Drag Race, but it's a
Yeah.
bunch of gay men.
Yeah.
But they're not gay. I mean, some of them might be. I mean, there's a lot of-
Clearly, they all go both ways.
that's also very, very
Yes.
true. But I had a lot of fun with it. It's a colorful show. I would highly recommend it. I would, on a scale, are we doing 10 or 5?
10.
10
Yeah,
out of
10.
10, yeah.
5 is like so constricting.
No,
right?
it is. It's very
It is.
constricting.
It's like,
yeah.
ugh, I don't even feel right saying a 3.
A 3,
Are we
yeah.
Halves or whole numbers?
Nah, bro, whole.
Whole?
And you haven't even watched. No. Save it for when you finish it.
What? He might as well
No,
come.
no.
Let him
There's,
go. I've
there's-
seen it already.
No, yeah, but I want to. He hasn't seen it
I
already.
feel pretty good giving this like a 9 out of 10.
okay.
Honestly.
That's solid.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna rate it.
But there's more.
Yeah,
so.
I feel pretty good like giving it a 9 out of 10. Like honestly, I don't think there's maybe 1 or 2 episodes where I'm like, this episode wasn't that good. Maybe like I'd really have to like I know there's for sure one but like literally the rest are just like I
They're
laughed,
bangers.
I was engaged.
I'm more weak because this nigga left Madoka Magica so much more like disappointed.
Yeah,
No, I was
I
very
knew he.
disappointed in
I was like,
Madoka.
Madoka Magica's whatever, but Ouran High School Host Club is a banger.
You think Madoka Magica's whatever? I feel like you was like,
Yo, you.
Oh, it was
no,
like-
don't tell me it's
Nah,
whatever.
bro.
Yo, you were like.
No, because it was a staple of like the difference between like a real magical girl show and that was like an anti-magical girl show. You know what I mean? So like it was heavy, but I feel like I should have waited for you to watch Sailor Moon first to watch that one to see the differences. You know what I mean? It would have
alright,
hit
yeah.
harder that way. That was my mistake. And like, it's not a fan favorite of mine, but it's like you need to know these things,
I think
you know,
it's
for
good
the
to know for the
culture.
culture. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
it's
but
like watching Full Metal.
But exactly, like Ouran High School Host Club, like this is such a shoujo classic, and I knew he would love it. He was just kicking and screaming about it.
Bro, did I kick and scream?
Yes, every time since we've started
Every
this
time
show.
You have cooked. You have kicked a couple episodes in the early days, and then she
Yes.
left it alone for forever. Essentially,
Yes.
right?
I'm not
But
gonna
Scream.
disagree.
No, she's the screamer. Pause. That sounded crazy. That sounded crazy. My fault. Continue, Daddy. What else did you watch?
If I'd be disappointed if you guys haven't at least watched the first episode, To Be Hero X.
It's literally like on my queue, and
Never
I
heard
haven't
of
watched the
it.
first episode yet.
I've
Be
heard a
Hero
lot.
The Chinese anime, right?
Yeah. It's based off a Chinese manhwa,
Okay.
which is apparently it sounds exactly the same as Korean manhwa, but spelled slightly differently. Instead of a W, there's a U. So interesting fun fact there. It's pretty much, it's really like The Boys from what I'm seeing. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews. You either
Okay.
love it or you hate it. Honestly, the animation style kind of reminds me of like Arcane.
Oh, okay.
A little bit, but they have fun with it. For instance, like during the fight scenes, they'll really mix it up with the animation, which I think is very impressive about the show. I'm not gonna say like do you know what the concept's about?
No, I know nothing.
Imagine like hero, like society, like heroes, they're out there. You don't watch The Boys, right?
No.
Okay. So
You might as well
the
just use My
way the
Hero.
power system works here. Okay, sure. Let's do My Hero. The way the power system works here, it's not like quirks or anything like that. You are given powers based on the people's belief and trust in you. So whatever the people believe as a mass, those are your powers. Depending how strong you are, it depends on how popular you
I
are.
believe in Jalen Brunson.
Yo.
Take us to the promised land. Knicks in 6, please.
Stop.
Please give him powers.
Don't let him. What is it, penalty? Is that what it was?
5,001 quarter by G. How do you even
Explain
continue?
that. So yeah, that's the power system there. So
Okay.
like whatever the people believe and how popular you are determines like your ranking in the hero society.
Okay.
And I didn't realize this at first, but there's actually going to be multiple plot lines, multiple different, I guess, protagonists in the series. There's only 6 episodes out. I need to watch the 6th one. And I heard the 6th one's like a 9.5 out of 10. And I
Wow.
can imagine it because they're really hitting you with emotions in like the first few episodes. And my buddy like watched like the first 2 episodes and he's like, oh, you know, I thought it'd be darker, but it's a little happy-go-lucky. And like I'm watching it. It really, when I say it's like The Boys, they go there.
Yeah, okay.
They go there.
The
And
end.
I like it a lot. So I 100% recommend To Be Hero X.
Nice.
Again, I've gotten a lot of mixed reviews. I don't know what you guys have heard about it.
Yeah.
Moonrise
What's
I don't
that?
know what
on
that is.
Netflix. Moonrise is a Netflix original anime that came out maybe
Oh.
like a month ago. There's like 18 episodes.
Never heard of it.
It's very much, it really reminds me of Star Wars for multiple reasons. It's pretty much people, there's a society, like a lot of people from the Earth went to the moon for resources and stuff, and the moon sends back power and resources back to the Earth. Then there's like a divide between the people from the moon and the people from the Earth.
Okay.
Further class divides. Then there's a civil war. But then it really turns out that the main problem that people have with the moon, that people have with the people of the Earth, is that the people of the Earth are pretty much run by AI. Everything they do is dictated by AI.
Oh.
And so the people of the moon are like, you guys are like mindless drones. You're letting them control you, A, B, and C. So like, it's really a civil war, but AI is also heavily included. So it definitely takes a lot of like what people are saying now with conspiracy theories. And,
Yeah.
I know all those movies that have come out that has to do with AI, but it's also very heavily like Star Wars themed with like the battleships, the fight scenes, the pew, pew, pew. And
Yeah.
also the musical scoring in this stuff. Whoever worked on Star Wars 100% worked on Moonrise. It really, a lot of the music really reminded me of like Star Wars movies.
Okay.
It's good. I'm not gonna look at you in your face and say that it's
Must see.
a must see. I'd probably give this a 7.
Okay.
7 out of 10, maybe an 8, because again the animation was really good throughout. The music was really good. The intro slapped. I thought it was great. If you like space and Star Wars, Moonrise is 100% the show for you. Again, it's 18 episodes. Highly recommend Moonrise if you just want something in the background to watch.
Nice.
This one's fun. I rewatched the first seasons of Durarara,
Oh.
Nice.
and this was
nice.
like a month and a half ago.
First of all, the intro for Durarara.
Is that
Bro.
the one with the crocodile guy head?
No,
that
that's
eats-
Dorohedoro.
Okay.
No,
Lost me.
Durarara is the one with the motorcycle girl, and she has a yellow helmet, a yellow
It
kitty
has
cat
cat
helmet.
ears. It has cat ears on the helmet. The bike
If you
helmet.
see a picture of it, you'll 100%
Okay.
know what it is. I watched it like when it came out,
Long
right?
time ago, yeah.
And I've just been having this nagging feeling. You should watch it again. You should watch it again.
It's like a 2014 anime, right? 2013.
I
it's
think
old.
2012.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's been sitting in the back of my head, I think, and I know now, is again that intro fucking slaps, bro. And it was that episode with Izzy that I was racking my brain, like, oh, what is it? And do it out at 100%. Should have been on it. It's a really good series. So I rewatched the first season. I think it's still really good.
Yeah.
And I can't find the second season anywhere.
Durarara X2.
Yeah.
That's weird. Trying to find out when it came out.
Yeah. Release date 2010.
Wow.
2010
I was
in
in
It
Japan.
still holds up.
I was in
Yeah.
10th grade.
Yeah.
Damn.
10th grade. I graduated high school.
I was
You
in
were a
college.
Yeah. My year is cool because the grade I was in goes with the year. So in 2010 I was in 10th grade.
Oh, look at that. I love that for you.
Loser, double
so yeah.
loser.
If you, I'm not even gonna tell you like to watch it for like the culture, but it's a really good show. It's
Okay.
slow, very episodic,
Okay.
but I think it does a really good job storytelling and bringing in multiple different plot lines and introducing so many interesting characters. And especially with the way how season 1 ended,
Mm-hmm.
I really need to. I don't think I ever finish X2.
Crunchy?
So no, it's on Hulu.
Okay.
But again, I don't know where Durarara X2 is.
Yeah.
So
Good.
it is what it is there.
Nice.
The other thing I watched, this is not anime. It's called The 100. I don't know if you guys know that.
I heard.
Oh,
I know what it is. People
used
love
to
the
be
100. That's a
huge.
CW show, ain't it?
It's a CW show.
What
Yeah,
is
but
up
it
with
was
you
really good, and then it
Dude,
got canceled, right?
No, never. What?
No.
Dare you?
Okay, no,
Oh.
never mind.
The Flash got canceled.
No, you're right.
Everything else got
I know,
canceled.
I-
Riverdale
I-
got canceled.
Humble yourself.
I listen.
The
I don't know,
100?
but I know it was huge. It was so
I
popular
was
on Tumblr.
locked in
Damn,
when the
man,
100
it's
came out.
veins.
I remember when I'm a huge fan. If you guys couldn't tell already, I'm a huge fan of the 100. And I recently, because I also finished Yellow Jackets. Oh my god.
Okay.
Hold on.
You're all right, bro. But
Yeah, he's going.
He's spiraling himself. I'm
The
like, damn, we're
fuck?
not even.
Guys,
Which one are you talking about right now? Because we now,
Yeah, you went to both.
Yellow Jackets.
Ooh.
and just like that, the 100 was forgotten.
These women need help.
Oh yeah, I mean clearly.
These
I mean, I heard the subject line of it.
Yeah.
I have not watched a show in such a long time where I'm at the edge of my seat and I'm just taken aback every episode. I'm like, what's going on? Why would they do that? I don't understand. And I'm crashing out with my girlfriend on the couch, and we're like, I don't know. This is crazy. This show, guys,
Lord of the Flies
and then
times
we
2.
really took our time catching up because there's like just so much TV out there right now, and we like binged like the first season, and we really rushed the second, so we really wanted to take our time with the third, and the third just ended. The acting is phenomenal. These girls, the young women who played the past, and then the older women who play the present time, acting is great through and through. Everyone does such a phenomenal job. Christina Ricci, shout outs to you, girl. You did an absolutely amazing job. These girls who are playing the younger versions of themselves are going to have amazing careers. I already know they're going to be in everything in just a couple of years. The talent on this show is outstanding.
Oof.
Not to mention the storytelling. Oh my God. We're 3 seasons in. It's slated to be just 5.
Oh, 5 seasons? How long are the seasons?
10 episodes.
Okay.
10 episodes. It's such a good watch. The character development is real.
Okay.
The way these girls turn into survivors, ruthless survivors. It's a dog eat dog world.
Ooh, okay.
He's like shaking his fist.
He's
Jesus.
going, yeah.
Please, somebody,
I'll
I'm throwing
watch
you a
I'll
lifeline.
watch it. I'll watch it.
Oh, I heard I heard what happens in the show.
I want to watch it.
Not my bag.
Lord of the Flies kind of traumatized me as a kid, but like
Oh.
I don't even
I'll
know what
watch
that
it.
is, bro. So
You never read the
You
book?
never had to read that in school? Lord of the Fries? Everyone
fries?
The fries?
The
That's
fries?
Burger King.
Flies!
The
I
fries?
say you lost me now at the fries. I was like,
Lord of the Flies.
no, I don't even know.
That was
It's
like a
it's
mandatory book to read in
Yeah.
school.
What have I told you about myself since day one? I don't read. My mother used to do.
Yeah,
my
but
book
this was
reports.
like-
school.
She used to do your work for you?
She used to do my book reports.
He's a phony!
I
My
never
mom
claimed.
would never.
My mom would never.
She'd rather beat me than
Yeah.
do my book report.
Shit wasn't getting done.
Absolutely not.
Wasn't getting done.
That's crazy.
Math, history, that. But if I had to do stuff like read the book and then do a book report,
Day one, you've never been a reader, huh?
That's
no.
crazy.
I used to
Why?
use there was this website before SparkNotes. It was something even earlier. Now I'm about to show my age. This thing called, the name sounds wicked, so please do not think I'm saying something crazy. The name of the website was called Pink Monkey,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
and they used to have book summaries and stuff like that. And I found that in like the fourth grade, third grade. So I was Gucci. I figured out my game plan early.
You're
I'm
wild.
a problem solver. I told you.
I'm loving the lore drop, man.
Right?
Yeah, bro. I've always found a way to avoid
Corey
it.
can't read, guys.
All right. I didn't say I can't.
That's why he loves YouTube so much.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Go. Continue.
Okay, go on. So Yellow Jackets, please watch it. The 100. I'm a huge fan. Because we just finished Yellow Jackets, I'm like, babe, if you like Yellow Jackets, you'll love the 100. So we started the 100.
Okay.
I looked it up. I'm very surprised that a CW has a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes
Wow.
and a 7.5 on IMDb.
It's
That's-
one of the highest rated
Yeah,
shows.
people like
They
that show.
love that show.
I remember when the Funko Pops came out. I know a couple people that was actually hype. I mean, Funko Pops obviously had
Back in the
died
day.
now. Back in the day, it's crazy, right?
Mhm.
But people love that show. Yeah.
No,
Guys,
it was
it's-
huge all over Tumblr. I didn't even watch that show, but it was all over my feed.
I loved the shipping. Kimmy, you would love it.
I know, it's very gay.
So many characters you can ship.
Yeah.
The combinations, endless. And that was definitely half the fun.
Yeah.
Is being like, yo, I want this person. Yo, these two got to. It's a great time. It's funny because the reason why I bring it up especially is because my girlfriend knows CW content.
Yeah.
I didn't tell her the 100 was CW. So we're watching the pilot episode and she's just looking at me like, what are we watching?
What are we watching?
The acting, listen, it's not the best.
Well, it's still the CW, right?
still
You can
the
tell me how
CW.
good it is, but
And I looked at her, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It gets better. Not by much though. But it's really the storytelling.
Okay.
The good looking cast doesn't hurt. You
Yeah.
know, the action is great. But yeah, right now I'm currently rewatching the 100 with her, but I'm only watching it whenever I'm with her because she's all in now. She's on season 2
Good.
already. We started
Oh.
on Monday.
Oh,
So
damn.
she's in the trenches, and I'm so happy for her. And then lastly for me, which I think for you too, which is going to be the only one that I talk about in tandem, Windbreaker, season dose. What I will say, good for you for having 2 solid intros. Kudos.
Yeah.
I
Ooh.
thought the intro was good. It really reminds me of some of the Asian Kung Fu Generation intros that we got in like the mid 2000s.
Mm,
Naruto intros, just so you have
Naruto, Bleach,
reference.
Full Metal Alchemist.
got you.
Yeah, I like Windbreaker. Oh, quick side note: To Be Hero X intro is gas. If you guys don't watch the anime, at least watch the intro. The intro is definitely the best intro out there right now.
Okay.
But Windbreaker season 2, what do you think? Those first 3 episodes, man.
I don't think I care about the show anymore.
Ooh.
I don't think all the most recent episode
I didn't watch
is
the
fantastically written.
What is
great
the show
theme.
about?
It's
about a
high school thugs fighting.
Oh, yes.
Except
yes.
the main character doesn't have any
Doesn't-
ties to people. He's never been
Another
treated
character that has trauma and doesn't know how to connect to people and is now learning how to be friends around people.
100%.
We've seen it before.
Yep.
We've seen the fighting before. The show is nothing that special. The most recent episode, I will say, it's a lot of a great written episode in regards to themes with like trans people and things like that, and all of those like types of. It was a really strong, powerful episode.
I love how you
Outside
still
of
have this
that-
in your hand.
Huh? Oh, shut the fuck. Outside of that, though, I don't care about Sakura, bro. I don't care. Like, it's getting to the point where, like, now it's like getting corny of like I can't see people say that they like somebody or show affection. I blush.
I hate
Sakura-chan, you so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you so crazy, Sakura-chan, but you can fight. Like, I can see why some people love it because they just like, but when the fights happen, the hand-to-hand, I don't
listen.
I can watch it. It's I'm watching it because I'm here.
Yeah.
But I have no choice. I feel like
If this
because
was
everybody's talking about it, but
if this was one of your first anime, it would be amazing.
yeah,
It would be great.
it's still good.
But
It's still good.
it
It's
is.
still good. I don't want to make it seem like I'm picking a new thing to bully on like Solo Level. I'm
Yeah.
not picking anything. I'm not bullying it. I just
No.
it's definitely not my favorite show I'm watching currently.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Valid.
I've only watched the first 3 episodes, and that's because they were dubbed. I didn't watch the 4th and the 5th because they're only subbed.
Yeah.
And I think last week the 6th episode came out. So like,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna wait for that to be dubbed because I'm really in no rush. I don't think this show deserves my full absolute attention.
Yeah.
You know, not like another show that we'll mention on a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I mean, those like the choreography with the fighting in season 1 was amazing. What I'm seeing in season 2 with those first 3 episodes, where it's just like one big brawl, is alright. It's there.
Like,
it happened.
dare I say it? This show is making me go back into enjoying Tokyo Revengers more
Ooh, that's saying something. I don't know. That's
because it's a similar.
At least
I heard it
Tokyo
was
Revengers
similar,
stuff
yeah.
right?
has
It's not similar
more.
to time travel. It's just like, yeah, there's just something.
There's
There's
something
something
missing.
more.
I'm waiting for like a supernatural element to hit the
Something that's
mix.
gonna like make this like I didn't see that coming.
Mm.
And even though people will like to I think what people hate the most about Tokyo Revengers is Takemichi not being a strong fighter. Unfortunately, show bros really just don't know how to act when a character isn't the best fighter and then the main character. They just childish like that.
he just doesn't learn. That's it. I don't know. Like,
I understand, and it's okay to be frustrated too. So I understand
Yeah.
you get frustrated watching it, right?
yeah, no, I do because it's like, okay, you see someone like Deku who's literally starts at the same level, but he sits, he trains, he gets
Yeah.
better, he improves. Takamichi doesn't put in that effort to train, to get better, to
He
improve.
gets braver, right?
He gets braver.
He gets braver, and it
but he
seems like he's
doesn't-
trying. But you know what it is too? I think a lot of times people don't realize sometimes you just can't be built like that ever. You'll never be a good fighter as much as you want to be a good fighter, right? You think you're gonna have hands. You will never be. Your
You'll never
body,
be him.
your body type will never be like that. How you move, you will never be that coordinated. There's certain things that you just can't change, right? Everybody could be born in the hood, but not everybody a hood nigga. You know what I mean? So you got to be built a certain way.
That's for
And you
sure.
can't just change into that. So it'd be kind of wicked, and it's not realistic for a Takemichi to all of a sudden switch into like a fucking, I don't know, I forgot all these characters' names, but one of the more
Mikey.
crazier guys.
no, but like
a
you
Mikey.
learn at least a little bit of something here
He
and
been
there.
trying, he landed a couple hits. He just ate.
Anyway,
Better
He's not
than
him.
nobody.
He's not him.
So I'm just like, it's something more. It's something missing. It's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah, but that's it for me. Windbreaker. I mean, we have other shows that we've
Yeah.
all watched together that we'll talk about.
Yes.
all right, I
Cory.
have a list. So let me just open up with my big mom.
What?
Okay, which camera am I gonna choose? This one? That one? I don't know. Who might give me more? Who might give me more? Who might give me more?
These are
more
spirit
reaction?
fingers.
I'm picking this one. You're the lucky camera. Okay, Mel. Annamel.
What?
You were 100% correct about Orb on the
Oh.
movements of the Earth. This anime may easily be the best written anime I've seen in the past 10 to 15 years.
Best written
Best
anime?
written anime. I'm being very specific with my wording because it's not the most entertaining.
Okay.
It doesn't have the best fights, animation. This is not, it is the best written anime I have seen in God knows how long, bro. Like, because it's short, it's one season, 25 episodes. I've never felt so much anxiety.
Ooh.
Never been able to predict where a show is gonna go. Just emotional trauma, like the ups and downs, the amount of loss. I felt like I had this show did so much to me. It broke my spirit
Damn.
so many times. And then by the time it was all done, I was just like, wow. This is to me, it's a 10 out of 10 anime.
Okay.
There's nothing more I could ask for from it. I would recommend if anybody just wants to find a good story, a short 1-season anime where like you can't even ask for more because of the subject matter of the story. It's just about people finding out whether or not the world is the center of the universe and things like that. We don't need a season 2. Why? Because we already have that in the real world. It's
So
living within the context of our real world flat earthers and all that other stuff like that. This anime, bro, is absolutely fucking incredible, bro. The voice acting, Badani was right. I've been telling you Badani was right, and everybody shouldn't be allowed to learn how to read and write.
That's such a wicked line.
What?
Badani was right. And the way the world is in with all this misinformation, Badani was right. Everybody should know how to read and write. The king of gatekeeping. That is my Lord. But then there's another character called Schmidt. It's hard. There's like 5 different main characters, y'all.
So
it's so hard to even choose who's my favorite.
Okay, so the show is called Orb, and it's about
On the movements of the earth. Yep.
Orb and the movements.
On the movements of the earth.
On the movements of the earth. Okay.
It's on Netflix.
That's only sub.
It's not. It's not. Yeah, I think it's only sub. It just ended a month or 2 ago, I believe.
Okay.
Right. It started in the end of 2024. It just ended 2 months ago.
Okay.
It's not a good time though. I'm telling you. I'm not telling anybody. It's a good time.
Is it like Devilman Crybaby?
I never seen Devilman Crybaby.
I watched Giga. Giga did like a 15-minute video about it. I don't know if you watched it. And he said the same, literally almost word for word. He said this is the best anime in the last decade.
Bro. Like, it's not like, don't go to it for the fights. Don't go for it to to ship the story it is telling in that short amount of time, bro. It's fantastic, but it's not fun.
Okay.
That show definitely deserves
it's not fucking fun.
My full attention.
So like,
with caution.
Yeah, approach knowing, hey, I'm preparing myself for trauma.
Okay.
Not the same way of Attack on Titan trauma, because the Attack on Titan's trauma comes with more of the gore.
Yeah.
And like I can't believe everybody's dying. Whereas like this is just like it is. Even the villain.
Okay.
Is like, is he the villain? Yeah. I'm like, I could see how he ended up like this. It's like talks about all like the religious corruption that like people have, and like if you just like believe, like the way that you could just be corrupted by beliefs of things. It's absolutely fantastic.
All right.
To me, 10 out of 10. Anybody who watches it, like I said, approach with caution.
All right, putting it on the list.
Witch Watch.
What's that?
So cute. The one that I told you been making all the references to different anime.
Oh no.
So it's an anime where
clips.
I sent clips. You just, it happens. Once I say it, you'll probably remember. It's when I said like, oh, they acting like, she said, oh, is that Gone? And he was like, I know the reference. Like, at least I know it. Yeah. So it's that anime. It's an anime about a world where not everybody's a witch, but there are witches in this world. And there's like an academy that, a witch can get sent to learn to kind of hone their powers and things like that. And this girl, this main character, I forget the main character's names, right? Because I'm watching so many things at one time. She's a witch. She has a best friend that she grew up with since she was a kid. He's an ogre, but like he's not an ogre. He doesn't look like an ogre. These are like generations have passed down, so a lot of beings don't look like what they used to. Like somebody who is a Tengu doesn't really look like a Tengu. They look like a regular human now. Tengu is the guy, Tengu mask. You never seen the long nose mask?
Oh yes,
so that's a Tengu, like the bird type, kind of like bird type hybrid.
Okay,
some type of being, right? So they have the appearance of humans, but they have the traits and maybe some powers that their ancestors had, right? So the main characters are an ogre and a witch, right?
Okay.
Ogre is a regular plain looking anime character, and the witch girl, complete klutz. And so she moved away for years upon years and then came back while they're in high school. And now her mother had a premonition that something bad would happen to her. And now asked the ogre to be her
bodyguard.
Familiar, her bodyguard essentially. But now she's attending school, but she also blatantly is in love with him.
Aww.
And he is so blatantly direct and also not aware of things like that either. So he's blunt. Like he's just like, yo, you are literally making my life harder right now.
Yeah.
by doing this. Like you keep on doing dumb things with your magic, and you keep on because like her belief is that if witches do good things and help people, that's how they get more powerful. So she's like she wants to go to the school and help the kids around school and vibe with everybody. And he's like more like you need to be hiding your powers and things like that. And I don't want people to like you.
You're not trying to get jumped.
Yeah, there's somebody apparently it's a premonition about you that your mom saw. There's a lot of hijinks and chaos because it's still in school and it's so cute. And I think it's in Shonen Jump because the amount of references and jokes that they make, like Dragon Ball Z, Hunter x Hunter, Fruits Basket. Like they had a whole. I wonder if I still have the clip. I recorded it when they did a Fruits Basket clip, and I was like,
they have 200 chapters, which for a manga is extremely impressive.
It's funny, bro. It's really really great time. I'm in a sea of like all the serious things I'm watching.
So what is it on Crunchy?
Yeah, it's like 5-6 episodes in. It's part. The new season is cooking. Like they cooking this season. Vigilantes. I'm caught up.
Good for you, man.
Are you caught up?
I think I'm only one episode behind.
Okay, man. I'm having a lot of fun. I am having a lot of this. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
It is.
Why?
Because it made me remember how much I actually do love this world, and I never shitted on the world that Horikoshi built.
Yeah.
I just shitted on how far he went into it.
Yeah.
And like how deep it could have went. And it's like, you could have did this, bro.
You could have been done this.
You could have did this. You could have did this.
Yeah.
You could have did this.
But it's also just so frustrating with the animation.
The characters are even better written. Oh my God. I mean, granted, most of them are older besides the one girl, Hip Hop or whatever the fuck her name is.
Pop
Hip
Step,
Hop.
yeah.
The pink haired girl?
Pop Step.
Well, she's just slightly younger than Koichi.
The main guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Corona.
The Cruella.
Oh.
Okay,
Yes.
You got it. Yes. But in the context, it's funny.
It's the crawler.
I mean, I know what his powers are.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the name. I'm assuming that's self-appointed.
It is.
Yeah, that's
There's
the
a
joke.
joke.
Like that's the
There's
joke.
a whole
like,
joke. Everyone's
you reacting like that is the proper reaction.
Okay.
That's why
everyone's like, that's
why I
what
also said
everyone
it's so
says.
cringe.
Yeah.
I said it like that on purpose because he's like.
It just reminds me of like you guys don't watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but like Danny DeVito's character and Charlie Day's character, like they're two degenerates, and they have this game that they play at night called Night Crawlers, where they just roll around on the floor and pretend to be like worms, and that's literally the game.
This show, bro.
Every time I hear something about It's Sunny, it's
I love those shows.
Anyways.
Vigilantes.
Yes.
Intro's
intro's fucking
phenomenal.
Fire.
It's better than anything My Hero's ever had.
It's I really hate this for you. I hate this for you because you really was sticking up for this show for so long.
Yes.
And
we
said it before, but you getting this as a product, it's got to be a humbling experience.
It could have been like this the whole time, but
because
they didn't.
you used to really shoot this shit bail, and now you're like, damn, y'all really was giving me caca because
it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because it's like, wow, it could have been this beautiful, it could have been this great, but it's a whole separate team working on the animation and everything. And like, I read the whole manga, and it is good. I will say, I think My Hero in general has more like dramatic story points.
Yeah.
This one
so far, I'm not right. I don't read the whole thing, so I'll only know the anime.
I definitely don't think Vigilantes is as dramatic with like their stuff as My Hero, but like
it doesn't seem like it's leaning too much. It's leaning more into the philosophical part of like what makes you a hero, a villain, labeled a vigilante, and things like that. Which I feel like My Hero's main story was almost there to really do a good job doing it. And then really just made Shigaraki just a crash out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It like My Villain Academia was the point in time where I feel like the series was earing into something really special.
Yes.
And then it felt like it just pulled the rug under my feet once you made Shigaraki not even a personality anymore.
Yeah.
And now you kind of lost. Like you tried it with what's Shoto's brother name?
Dabi.
Dabi, right? It was like you trying to do it with Dabi. You tried to do it with Twice. You tried to do it with Toga. And it just never quite got there. And I feel like what it's doing here so far, and then also the fact that, are you okay if I spoil something?
I don't care.
The introduction of like Stain. Like, I was surprised. And I was like, you know what? That fits.
So yeah, this is
I liked it.
The great thing is that this is a prequel, so you will see like the backstories that you weren't expecting. You will see villains before they went hard, like Stain. You will see like a whole bunch of other things that lead up to even more than we got from My Hero. Like you're gonna see a whole other like aspect of Midnight. Like slight spoilers.
I don't know. Yeah, but she's in the. I see her in the thing. So
she's in the promos.
Yeah,
so
I just go by if they're in the image, then
exactly. She's in the promos. Like she got a whole like. It's funny because she has like a basically. It's not much of a spoiler, but she has like an Ouran style like fan club, and they're dressed up like them. Yeah, they're dressed up like the host club. So I think that's a really funny nod to that. So
Fire Force, season 2,
season 3.
Shit. It's fine.
Listen, I get it. I know where you're. I'm not watching it right now, but like I read it.
I will.
Don't worry.
Nobody even making you.
No, but I will. I need to be able to continuously say that this show is overrated.
I need to be able to, in
ass.
confidence, say that I think it's ass.
Yes.
You like.
yes.
I know now. You know too little now. To even,
Exactly. Like the first 2 seasons have just been
your
bare minimum.
Your ass expired.
Yes.
You need
so
to re-up.
I need to.
How
How was the intro?
You gotta get real ass.
Mhm.
Like real ID.
Oh yeah, really.
How was the intro?
The intro's alright. The first 2 were better in my opinion.
Yeah, it's.
Damn.
Actually,
they didn't
no,
even have
the outro was cool though.
Okay, outro was good.
The outro was really, really cool. The intro's fine.
That's the one thing I'll give Fire Force. Their intros and outros.
I mean, that
music.
first intro's untouched, but like I'll at least say the quality is consistent at least within the series. Like it's not bad. It's good. It's better than a lot of other intros.
You're getting to the point. Like it's gonna reach a point, and then it's just gonna be straight gas the entire time.
Yeah. The beginning after the end. TBATE.
What's that?
Good for you.
I'm loving it.
What is it?
Yeah?
I
Anime
think it's
or-
good. Yes, it's an anime.
I see nothing but complaints
Never heard of
about
it.
the content that they cut out of the story.
I don't know any better. So that's the beauty about
Ignorance is bliss.
That's the beauty about anime only is that I'm fine. I can't tell. You know what I mean? And I see people complaining about the anime. That's why. Well, bro, people like the lip flaps. People talk about the lip flaps. People complain about
That's
the animation
crazy,
for the
though.
series, and like people looking at. I'm sitting here like
It's fine.
it's another example of like, yo, we have taken this animation thing too far.
Spoiled bitches.
It looks like every other anime I've seen, and it doesn't look any worse or any better than me watching Reincarnated as a Slime.
Mm-hmm. I think people just really loved the manhwa and just
I think
they
the
expected a
fandom.
solo leveling adaptation.
Yeah, I don't see where the story demands that yet.
Yeah.
As of now, right? I'm having a great time. I like the character Arthur.
But you know what? You could also say the same for something like Tower of God. Because Tower of God season 1, the animation was amazing, start to finish.
Yeah, but
Even
I also
like the
enjoyed
soundtrack.
season 2, right? So I'm the weirdo, right? I'm the one that people like. I'm enjoying the ones everyone hates.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Aharen-San. It's a Aharen-San wa Haka.
That's the really cute one. That
It's a really
cute.
it's a little cute one. She's like this little girl. She got silver hair. She got a little boyfriend. He's a little Delulu. He's always Delulu. They in high school. She talks really, really low, so she gets in. Like she gets really, really weird, but like he don't care, and he's also weird. Like he hypothesizes the most random stories. So like he'll be like, "Oh my god," he sits next to his girlfriend now. So their second year because it's season 2.
Okay.
So they weren't together in season 1, but they're together in season 2, and they sit next to each other again. So like the most random thing this little girl will do, she'll show up maybe a little late to school, and I know he'll be like, "Oh my god, Ahane-san is late. Maybe she decided to follow her dream to become an idol or something." And then he just starts to go through a whole Delulu phase of saying like, yes, Ahane-san is so like her she's reaching her peak now. I have to be supportive somehow so I don't get left behind. Like he just starts going down a random tangents, bro. Raido-kun. Oh my god.
So wait, what is this anime called?
Aharen-san.
Aharen-San?
And the main character's name is Aharen.
Okay.
It's so cute.
Okay.
So cute. Every time I put it on and I think I'm not in the mood to watch it and I put it on, I'm like, I'm glad I watched that.
Good.
I'm glad I watched that.
What's it on?
It's on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really low, super, super low stakes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
This
It's a
is like
slice of
I
life.
don't want you to like because this even Ouran got a little more plot than
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Like
no.
this
I mean,
is
you're over here giving us an example that she's just late to school.
Yeah, no. Slice
yeah,
of
like
life.
he be
That's
tripping,
the
bro.
episode.
He be
Slice of life.
tripping, bro.
That's just slice of life.
Go lose a ranger. You got to get back on it.
I do.
Gotta get back on it.
Yeah, me too.
I wish you just would get back on it.
You bitch.
Didn't even finish
Get
season
on
one.
it. You're crazy.
Didn't even finish season one.
It was great.
That's crazy. Is
I'm
that I
excited.
finished Red Ranger.
Second season intro's not better.
Really?
Not
Damn.
better. Season one just it's good.
It
It's
hit.
good.
Okay.
But season one is just
There's just nothing like
Season
season
one.
one intros.
season.
Season one
Like
intros. It's
Oh my god, that intro is so fucking gas.
It's so good.
Last couple things. I watched the studio Apple TV thing with Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
It's just a cameo fest. It's fun. It's fine. It's
Yo, people gassed that show.
They did.
really.
Yeah.
I've been hearing nothing but good things.
I've heard
I
nothing
mean,
but
like
good
no,
things.
I mean,
Even
it's good, but I mean, like,
Homegirl Honey said that.
well, no, it wasn't out yet. She just said she loves Seth Rogen.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't talking
No.
about the show.
Well, someone was talking to me about it that it was like a really good
Yeah,
show.
I mean, it's good. It's interestingly shot. You know what I mean? Just like it's one of these one pan things, but
I'm not gonna watch it.
it's not must see. I think you have to be a big fan of Hollywood. I think and actors and everything that goes behind Hollywood to
No one is
really
anymore.
appreciate this show. And I don't think people aren't really like that anymore.
Nope, we don't care.
Ramley binged a show called Running Point on Netflix.
Running.
Oh yeah,
It has Brenda Song in it.
the comedy.
I watched it because Brenda Song is in it.
Love her.
because
Oh, you love that girl.
who doesn't?
I mean,
She's great.
she's cool.
Yeah, she's great.
I'm not gonna watch a show just because of her though. Oh, that's
Give-
so
give her-
outrageous.
give
Well, the
her-
way you said it, it was
I know
like
you were
she's
like,
cool.
okay, her.
Oh my god.
Give
Don't
London
turn this- don't
Tipton
turn
her
this into something
flowers.
it's
Come
not.
on, she's on the Mount Rushmore of Disney actors.
True.
That's me disassociating from this conversation.
Wow.
Anyways.
yo, you-
I'm not even
Continue,
hating on Brenda
continue.
Song. I'm just my nose isn't up her ass.
the show is
I'm not
essentially.
gonna,
Go ahead.
I know. I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna watch a show just because of her.
Okay, Danny.
It's
Yo, let
basically-
me know when you watch it.
She's not gonna
Let me
watch
know when
it.
you watch it.
She's not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
She don't like Brenda Song. She ain't say she like Brenda Song that much.
I love Brenda's song,
But
but
we love
But
Brenda
but
Song.
but
Wendy
what?
Wu.
But what?
Homecoming Wendy.
Not enough to.
I don't know. I
don't
just
even
don't
think
be
she-
watching shows
she
like
don't
that.
watch. She don't watch shows like this.
I don't watch TV like that.
It's like a Netflix comedy.
Yeah.
Like 9 or 10.
It's 10 episodes. It's essentially the story. I don't know. You know who Jeannie Buss is, the owner of the Lakers. How she came into power of running the Lakers because her dad Jerry Buss was the owner of the Lakers. That's back during the Magic Johnson era, and she has siblings. And the father was like, "Yeah, I don't trust my boys to run this company. They don't know basketball the same way as my daughter." This show essentially took that premise, made a comedy out of it. It's by Mindy Kaling.
It's by Mindy Kaling.
It's written, yeah.
Kaling.
It's written
Oh wow.
Colling.
Maybe calling.
Oh, there we go. Sorry,
Never heard
Mindy
anybody say
Kaling.
it like that.
Honestly,
I swear.
I know. Yeah, I was like,
And I've heard a lot of people
The
say her
Office.
name because they shit on her for Scooby Doo.
yeah. You shit on
Honestly-
her for a lot of things.
honestly, I got to join in on the shitting.
You what?
So the show is funny, right?
What are we talking
Okay.
about? Scooby Doo or are we talking about Running?
I didn't watch Scooby. I'm talking about Running Point.
Okay.
The show is funny, right? And I
Yeah.
won't take it away that it's funny.
Okay, but
Man, her pairings that she does in these shows,
The couples.
terrible.
like it makes me downgrade the writing so bad. She had a magical Negro character essentially just kiss the main
You talking about
woman
Jay
out of
Ellis?
nowhere. Yes,
I know.
Lawrence.
Yeah,
Lawrence.
Wait, no. Say what you were gonna say. I want to hear.
She like there was no romance built. Like
Yo,
I
between
listen,
the
I
two-
know how much.
Let me
some
show you the
people
two people.
will love. I know how much people will love to be like, you didn't see it, you didn't see it. You can grasp all you want. You can't convince me that this show at any point in time truly tried to build a connection with these characters to warrant his character out of nowhere kissing her for no reason and her being like, what the fuck?
You know Kate Hudson?
Yes.
Okay, right. Just look at a picture of her. Just
What about her?
That's the
I'm just
that's
gonna
the
show
main
you.
character.
She's the main
Oh.
character. I'm gonna show you the love interest.
Okay.
Well, he's not even the love. He was never the love interest because she had a husband the whole show.
No, listen. Mindy Kaling cannot write romance at all. I also think that's inspired from. I heard from the first time that like she has a terrible romance. Like she's literally been denied by the guy that she was with for years. That like literally father of her children.
Yeah.
Like for years.
This is a really good picture of Jay.
Oh, he's pretty. But yeah, no, it's like I don't trust her, and clearly it continues on to the projects that she writes.
I
Because
haven't seen enough of her stuff, right? So like, I don't want to OD call out, but watching this, I was processing. I binged it all in one night, and I was sitting there. I was like,
That's crazy.
I was like, it's short, like 30-minute episodes, right? So I'm sitting there like, something about that didn't rub me the wrong way. Why do I feel icky? And I thought about it a little bit longer, and then I said, oh my God, he was a magical Negro this whole show.
Magical Negro is hilarious.
You don't know the trope? It's an actual term.
Really? I've never
So
heard
the magical
that one.
Negro trope is when a movie or TV shows or a series has a black character where the black character's only use is to help the white character become a better person or to learn life lessons.
We call it the disposable girlfriend, black girlfriend trope.
The term is magical Negro because if you
I've heard that, but I've always heard it as the disposable girlfriend.
the intellectual term,
yes,
the educational term is magic because it's still black, right?
Yeah,
so,
but I've just always seen it for women. I've never seen it for men.
You depends on what you watch, right? Depends on what movie you watch. Driving Miss Daisy.
I don't know, Danny Phantom.
Tucker, right? But
no, not Tucker. The black girl.
Oh,
that Danny was going out with. There's like so many shows that have that aspect.
So let's call that a subset, right?
Yeah.
The academic term that people use
I understand.
will be the magical Negro thing. So it's in mad stuff. And like I watched this and I said, all he did was help her morally be better this whole show. They never really put a romance plot. She was married to Schmidt from New Girl the whole show.
Oh, wow.
And then by the last episode, that happened. And I was just like,
this came out of nowhere.
Like, why?
I hate that.
That didn't
make sense. Yeah,
to happen.
You think it's gonna get a season 2?
It already. As soon as I finished season 1, it said we're back for season 2.
Oh wow!
But yet Chaos got canceled. I get nothing in my life.
Yo, I watched one episode with Natalie because she also like binged the crap out of it. And the one episode I watched, Chet Hanks was in it.
Chet Hanks is the main character. Oh my God! I dropped the ball. Chetty Hanks. Chetty Hanks is the main character.
Oh my God, that was
he's
wild.
not acting,
but he still got that accent.
Are you serious?
Oh my! I really dropped the ball on that.
I'm waiting for you to say it
because like I was sitting there and I said, "Is that Chet Hanks?" And I said, "Is he a main character?"
That's crazy.
Did she give him a real job? Oh my God! We gave Chet Hanks a real job.
She employed him. That's crazy.
I can't. Girl.
Tom Hanks has been like,
Girl.
I just need you to do me a favor, please. I need to get him out of the house.
Oh, absolutely nepotism right there.
And very last thing. Finally watched Beetlejuice.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen it yet. It's on
Watched it with my
Netflix,
mom.
right?
Me
I
and her
did
watched
not
it.
like it.
It was weird.
Okay.
I also
supposed to be.
realized I don't remember the original Beetlejuice that well because I can't remember last time I saw it. Because I was watching it, I asked my mom, I was like, was the original Beetlejuice this weird? She's like, yeah.
Yeah, I just watched
Michael
it for the
Keaton
first time.
does such a good job
he
playing
put good scenes to
Beetlejuice.
that.
Okay, I watched Beetlejuice for the first time this October. So now,
What?
You never
watched it before?
No, I never watched it before.
I see why.
It just never came up. My
one of
family.
those weird movies. Back then, I feel like.
It's one of those weird movies. So like, I just
feel like
never
it
got.
was always on.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those movies that's always on that you turned off. That's like it will probably be on. She's like, I'm good.
No, it wasn't even on. I don't know for me on TV. Like, or if I was, maybe I like saw it halfway or something. You know, maybe it was on for a second, but I don't recall seeing it.
It was one of those shows that played on like regular TV. It's not even a cable thing. This was just like it just played all the time. So
either way, no.
it was fun.
I think the main selling point was just like, again, the name of it.
Yeah.
They put Jenna Ortega in it.
Catherine O'Hara is just so funny because she's so funny in the studio.
Yeah.
She's so funny in that. That is the best part of the studio was Catherine O'Hara, how her plot twist was, and then in Beetlejuice, she was really really funny. But other than that, that is it. My list was long, I know. So
Well, Danny's was longer, so
no, equal, not equal.
We'll pull up the receipts afterwards.
All right, so my stuff. So I finally watched Sakamoto Days. I
Kudos.
agree with you that this is what Spy Family should have been. I do agree with you because it was way more assassin. Like it had the family aspect, but it also had way more like assassin aspect. So it's more like actiony. Versus Spy Family is more about the family than the action.
Family.
I do wish it had a bit more action as well, especially seeing after that. But it was okay. It wasn't anything
it's not-
crazy. It was a little boring, but like
On the same tier as like
I was-
Windbreaker, I feel.
okay. I haven't seen it, so I can't say.
Yeah.
But I believe you. Yeah. So yeah, overall it's okay. Interested in seeing the new, like, it ends off with like, 4 murderers coming to like get them. So you're like, okay, cool, that'll be great.
What do you think about, I guess, Sakamoto and the cast and stuff like that?
It's cute. I like it. Very soft, wholesome, found family trope.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Next up. Oh my god. Okay. Well, before I get to the big one, I started a new slice of life. Just to have a show, a laundry show. Komi Can't Communicate.
Love Komi Can't Communicate.
Yeah.
Komi-san.
Oh my
I
god.
watched the first episode. That's it.
It's cute.
So that's when I started Aharen-San season 1. I was watching these two at the same time.
You started what?
Aharen-San and
Oh, okay.
Komi Can't Communicate. I started at the same time. 'Cause
Okay.
They came out. The season 1s came out at the same time.
Okay.
Love Komi-san Can't Communicate.
Yeah.
See, I told you my Rolodex is crazy.
No, trust me, we don't doubt you, Cory. You watch everything. Yeah, Komi Can't Communicate. It's cute. Very slice of life, very nice. Another autistic girl trying to connect with the people around it. So, but I like it.
They love that girl. They be glazing.
Yo,
the glaze is crazy.
Crazy. They treat this.
That's a good soundbite right there.
The glaze is crazy. Oh my god.
No, basically, it's so Komi Can't Communicate is this one girl, absolutely gorgeous. The whole school's obsessed with her. Like they literally vote her as the goddess.
No,
like,
I know.
oh, you've seen
I
it.
watched the first episode.
Oh
That's it.
yeah, but like it gets better. So, but also it's very cool that they actually have like a cast of characters where everyone is like ape shit crazy.
Yeah, they're all insane.
They're all insane,
They're all fucking
which I
insane.
think is very like unique, and I like that. It's
And
very
the narrator guy I love too.
yeah. Oh, I watch it in English.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's a girl in English. That's why I say it for the narrator. Yeah. I like it. I don't know. Either way, both of them are great, and I'm having a good time with it. So
Nice.
very, very funny. But yeah, they're like the way that they're obsessed with her, hilarious. So I'm having fun with that. Are we talking about JoJo's as a group? Is that later?
I have already watched the first season.
Oh well,
You can get. We'll have a review segment, but you can at least talk about your.
I've
life
only
thoughts
watched
so
the
far.
first 2 episodes.
Oh, so yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You can
No.
give your first thoughts so far. I guess.
I'm bored.
What?
I'm bored.
Of course, you're bored. It's the first 2 fucking episodes.
Exactly. Yeah. No. I'm like. I think it's because
No.
he's such a hater with no substance. Like.
Well,
It
yeah.
just it makes
It's
no
enter-
sense to me, and it's like
It's
That's entertaining.
All right,
I know that's his whole
I'm gonna
thing.
let you know right now.
it doesn't.
It's
Yeah.
not that type of show.
Yeah.
This is just chaos. It's just chaos for chaos sake.
Mhm.
But
And it
it'll
progresses
eventually
fast.
it'll eventually get there. But historically, people drop at the first part because everybody hates the first part because the first part is the worst representation of what the series is.
Okay.
So
Yeah, everyone says it gets better. I had friends that are like, oh, I like 3 and 4 or 6
Yeah.
and whatever. So yeah, so I'm just trudging through these. I was like, this is how it's gonna
charging.
be.
You got 2 episodes in.
Trudging.
Oh, she said charging.
No.
Trudging,
I'm
yeah.
trudging through. So I
Okay.
was like, if this is the first 2 episodes, I'm like, oh. Anyways.
At least now you know
No.
Dio's hater energy.
Yeah.
Unmatched.
Yeah, I don't think the first season's what 12 episodes, right?
12.
I
Okay.
think like it is entertaining. I'm not gonna say it was the greatest thing ever, but like it's definitely not the worst. Like I think you'll like it.
Okay,
By
we'll
the time we
see.
get to the end.
We'll see.
Once she saw the dog get burned, she was like, "No,
Oh yeah.
No, I was just like,
that
damn.
was crazy.
Yeah,
damn,
I was
Danny,
like,
damn,
wow.
Danny."
Okay. Thunderbolts. Oh my god. Okay. so-
Thundercats. Ho, ho, ho.
Thunder.
So- Marvel Thunderbolts has now become, I think it's the number 3 highest rating Marvel movie ever.
Wow.
I believe it's on.
Wow.
Yeah, ever. So
Yeah, no,
like,
I'm hearing great things. Bro.
I think the top 3 on IMDb, I want to say it's Captain America 1 and Winter Soldier, and
one.
yeah, that's I think on there.
What? Wait, what of what? Highest grossing?
No, she's talking about rated.
I think it's either
No,
rated or
it
grossing.
has
One
to
of
be
them.
Winter Soldier.
Well, one, it
There's
can't be gross.
But
absolutely-
no,
It's not-
like I'm not saying in line, but like either way, those 3 are now the most.
highest
rating.
Yeah,
Yes.
rated. Yeah. But I'm saying like I can't believe even Captain America 1 is
I mean,
there.
I love Captain America 1. I think it's good. I know some people disagree because they don't think it's as exciting, but
Just
obviously,
okay.
I love it.
It's just another World War movie, and I hate World War. as
I
an
don't know. It
era.
feels different because of Steve's background and everything. It doesn't feel like a World War movie. Anyway, so yeah, so now Thunderbolts is, I believe, number 3, and I went in there empty head, low expectations. And I did not
not
expect to
even top
cry.
10.
What'd you say?
It's not even top 10
What?
of highest rated.
Oh, well, maybe it's grossing. I don't know. Either way, I heard it's like the top 3. But you're talking about Captain America, right?
No, I'm talking about Thunderbolts.
Okay. Well, either way, I heard it's like the top 3 of something.
Sorry,
Anyways.
I didn't mean to break your.
Yeah, I
fucking
was like, you
streak.
distracted me so bad.
I'm the guy. I'm the guy
on the chair. I'm the guy on the chair.
Okay. I wasn't expecting to cry. Went in there. Oh, I pulled out tissues, man, for multiple parts. So.
Hey, yo.
Stop it.
What she said, like, for multiple parts.
Yeah, I mean, like I knew
was
when you
wicked.
said it,
I
but
hate y'all.
because I'm right here and I can see her face process like this bitch.
I hate y'all.
I was like, stop. I just hit you with an Ayo.
I know I'm weak.
Oh my god. So Iman, who plays Miss Marvel, I believe that's how you say her name.
Iman Vellani is in this?
No, listen to what I'm saying. So she said,
Oh, she left a review on Twitter.
yes, she left a review and basically called this like Marvel Breakfast Club, and I completely, absolutely agree. So if you've seen Breakfast Club, yeah. So it's very much that vibe in like a Marvel group, and it's going in that with that in mind.
The camera shut off?
Now the dog.
Oh, yeah, she's precious. She's a precious
Cute.
baby.
Oh, Cory's dog is so fucking cute. Anyways, yeah. So I think going in that with that in mind, like it really, I was like, oh, this is cool, and then I was like, no, I see it, and then just it got better. So
Yeah.
I was like,
What do you think
So.
is, I guess, the best part of the movie per se, without spoiling too much, or you can't even?
Beginning, middle, end.
What do you think
really-
the movie did well? I guess the best aspect of it.
They actually give us characters that like fuck with each other, that are actual friends, that
Good
become
chemistry.
friends. Versus like
You can
the
feel the chemistry.
Avengers, yes. Versus the Avengers, them bitches are co-workers. Those are just
100%
co-workers.
Yes.
They don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about each other. Like
You talking about the original, like?
the originals.
Okay, I'm so glad somebody said that
Yes.
because I feel like you are so brave for saying that.
No, it's true.
Because I feel like some motherfuckers wouldn't dare
No.
to be like, because they're like, what do you mean they boys? I'm like,
No, they're not. They went on a couple missions. They're coworkers. That's it. So like, it's seeing the difference between the old Avengers and like what these guys are, and you see like things develop between
Yeah.
them like in real time. I was like, yeah, this is what we needed the whole time out of that, and we didn't get that. So it's, I don't know. So it hit for me. Highly recommend. I think everybody should watch it. Like even if you don't fuck with Marvel anymore, I think you should watch it.
Okay, what do you give it out of 10?
Danny's
Oh.
gonna hate me, but I give it a solid 9 out of 10.
Watch it.
Danny
I
doesn't
don't
watch anything
know.
Marvel anymore, but I personally give it a solid 9 out
I
of
mean,
10.
you haven't really given anything a 9 in the Marvel stuff lately.
Yeah,
anyway.
I think-
besides
7
Agatha.
It's got 7.7 on IMDb, so
Yeah,
it's not far stretched to 9.
Yeah, I mean,
And I've
everybody.
heard nothing but good things about it. So
Yeah,
It's-
nobody said anything. I haven't heard
I-
anything bad about it.
I'm not gonna pay to see it, but I will stream it.
Okay.
Well,
All
you're
right.
supposed to lead into the My Hero
Oh,
thing.
yes. Okay. Yeah, so lastly, so My Hero Academia, they just dropped their final volume, and
Final part 2.
yes, basically final.
Our part, it's Welcome to Kingdom Hearts.
Exactly.
Welcome-
Official volume.
You will get another one.
part
I'm telling
2.
you right now.
Oh my god.
0.5, 42.8.
My Hero
but
SBS.
No, but I believe it's like Haikyuu. Haikyuu every couple years will drop a new chapter of like what they're doing now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and they still do that. Which by the way is coming out. They're having a 2025 version. Everyone's kind of low key scared about like, but what if who's gonna be married? You know what I mean? And I'm like, we shouldn't be worried about them. Like so many of these bitches are gay. It's fine. We don't need to. He don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Anyways. So yeah, My Hero's dropping like another epilogue. And so people have been posting it. But also he released just a big book of like information that they never got to put in the series as like an epilogue, but like these are facts that happened that I didn't get a chance to include, but this is what happened. Which I think I was like, okay, great. We love this. They did include a small actual comic, like manga panel, I guess.
One shot.
Yeah, a little one-shot panel, which is great. Basically, do you guys mind being spoiled? It's nothing.
No,
Yeah,
man.
please.
Exactly.
Story's over, girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy. It's basically like it's in the time skip. So you see it's Eri, like the little girl with the white hair.
Yeah.
So she's like, hey, I'm having a show. Like, please, everybody come. She
What's
comes.
her age?
I don't know. She's in high
like
school.
16 now.
Yeah, she's in high school. So she goes to see Aizawa, which everyone's kind of low key upset about because apparently she doesn't live with Aizawa anymore, and she's just like, "Hey, teacher, what's up?"
You live on campus?
No, she lives with one of the Wild Pussycats, the one that's Kota's aunt.
I don't necessarily
So-
think Aizawa should be a parent.
Well,
Yeah, but
he
she could
was
also
taking.
just
He
live on-
was. He like took her in
Yeah.
as like a foster dad,
Yeah.
but everyone's like, "But why?" Like,
Doesn't matter.
he should have kept her. You know what I mean? But whatever.
He doesn't want to be a dad.
That's not true. He's basically like a dad to all the fucking kids that are there, you know?
He clearly
that's the
didn't
difference
keep
between
her.
being a teacher and being a parent.
Yeah, but he
And-
was doing fine with Eri. Anyways, he
Wait,
just wanted
alright.
to have a woman take over as a mom, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, he comes, he does that. All Might is the vice principal now, and he actually wears like fitted clothes, so we're all happy for him. He's like finally comfortable in his own skinny body. We love that. And basically, guess, last time we saw Deku got his suit from his classmates, everything, where he's at, he's rated number 4 in the country.
You're not first, you're last. Talladega Nights? No? All right.
I don't know.
Rock
I
out.
know. I laughed. I got it, but she wasn't fucking. She wasn't fucking with it.
I don't know the reference.
She wasn't fucking with it.
He's even your favorite character? No,
Deku?
it's Bakugo.
Yeah, but I love Deku. I don't know. But either way.
Is it Bakugo number 5?
Yeah, so Bakugo is number 5, which like people are happy about because he was 15 before, because like he just didn't give a fuck.
I seen everybody posted. See, Deku made him better.
Yeah, no, like you could tell that they were competing. Like he actually had someone he wanted to compete for versus like before he just didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So very happy for them. Deku's got his suit. Great. It mimics a lot of his powers. Awesome. And then I'm just gonna read a couple of the things that can you hear
The
from
lid.
The lid. Kimmy, the lid.
The lid. No, the lid.
Okay, one thing, you know how Bakugo had his All Might card and he never fucking gave it to All Might? He finally got it signed, but you know how All Might usually has his little bunny ears? He was like, don't do the bunny ears because that's like, your big form. I want it to be, you, coming from you. And he was just like, oh, so sweet moments there. As an adult, is Todoroki still kind of clueless with social cues? And Horikoshi was kind of like, yes. So basically, it's like, is Todoroki still autistic? Yes. So
Is Todoroki with Yayorozu?
we don't be so fucking for real.
What is that? Was that not the ship?
Listen,
No.
bro, I don't
Okay,
know.
is he with Deku?
They didn't release
Man.
anything on that kind of stuff.
Come on.
Except, well, let me not skip ahead.
He has to be with Deku or Yayorozu. I don't want to hear anything else.
Okay, let's see.
Should be Deku though.
You talking about Todoroki?
Yeah.
He should
the
be with
Todoroki
Deku.
Deku, bro.
Absolutely, I agree.
boy,
I agree.
you know me,
I
I
agree.
The
don't-
way that man looks at that boy.
You know I'm not a
Pause,
shipper. You know I'm not
actually.
a shipper.
Jesus
I-
Christ.
That's
no.
crazy. That sentence was
That yeah,
fucking
you should
wicked.
edit that out.
With the
honestly.
Diddy trial going on,
Yeah.
and you said that.
You should edit it out.
No, don't.
Well, Diddy wasn't a. We don't know actually.
What?
Edit the last 45 seconds.
everything out.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Kimmy, don't worry. You have time to scroll. We're editing this out anyway.
okay. Oh, so one thing. Okay, so Horikoshi reveals a little bit of the lore for All for One. His name is Zen Shigaraki, and he got the name Shigaraki because he heard a rumor of a sex worker called Shigaraki Tanuki who always stood by the entrance of the red light district but never got any patrons due to her swollen body from pregnancy and the fact that she just stood there unmoving. People called her a Shigaraki Yaki Tanuki, which is a type of raccoon statue made out of pottery. However, her body was found mangled by the river sometime after. Although Zen has no memory of what actually happened, he found the story to resemble that of a monster, hence why he adopted the name to be Shigaraki with different kanji. AKA, that was his mother and he killed her as a baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really sad.
Yeah.
Also, he wasn't very zen after all, huh?
Mm.
But
Brother.
Yeah, so that's another thing. What
what's
else?
Urara or whatever her name is? Is she with Deku?
So
Did he ship any characters?
Listen. So they were funny thing. So people asked, like, did Uraraka and Deku get together? And he said, read the last chapter or read the last volume. That's it. So I love
The
it.
one that
He
already
said,
came out.
yeah.
So
The
it's
one
a no.
that's confirmed it.
No, basically it's like, bro, just read the damn thing. Like, read in between the lines. Like, yes, they got together. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like, who did?
We need official confirmation.
That's
Bro, she was with Bakugo in that final panel. I'm just saying it. And Todoroki was giving my man Deku the eyes.
He just.
All right. So no, I'm reading between the lines. Trust me, Horikoshi. I'm reading what you're writing.
What
bro.
volume is this again? 41 or 42?
I
Bro,
think
we
it-
did the live stream of it.
I think it's 42.
This is 42? No, I'm talking about what volume is this? 42? We got. Just close the book. Let's just close the book on my head.
Anyways.
No, I'm not
Mineta-
telling you to be quiet. I'm
Is
just saying.
Mineta
Yeah.
in jail?
Is what?
Mineta in jail?
No, he's better.
Is he
FBI
still a
open up.
hero?
He's better. Anyways, okay, so Horikoshi mentions that Toga originally was not supposed to die in the manga and instead just get arrested and live the rest of her life in jail.
She would've hated that.
However, they switched the gears on her story midway. His editor asked if it was like he got a call from Horikoshi and Horikoshi was like, "Yo, can we kill her?" And he was like, "I mean, are you sure about that?" But one of the plot points they originally were going to explore was that like they wouldn't know if she's technically still alive because Ochako was gonna leave, would go to the forest where they fought and leave a syringe of her blood there, and the next day it would be gone. So that would give everyone a sense that Toga is still alive somewhere. You just wouldn't know about it. So kind of pissed that they didn't go with that storyline. I think
prefer the death.
Yeah, I prefer the death too.
I know
Like,
you just
people
naturally you
need
just
to
hate
die.
death. You just
I
hate
know.
death. But
Who's
that's not
okay to
doesn't make
die?
that doesn't make for good writing.
no, it makes sense that she dies. I don't know, but I also like the mystery of like what
For
happened.
We gotta end the story.
the
Like,
mystery is whether or not Deku and Uraraka got together. There you go.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm somebody who like I'd rather just like not as many loose ends. Like I'm okay with like leaving some things up to interpretation. But
That's it's
like
fine.
something like that is like just kill her, bro.
Yeah, that's over.
No, it's fine. I'm fine with her dying. Okay, I can't find some of the other ones, but I do remember them. One thing I thought was hilarious is that apparently he made it a point to say, he was like, yeah, Kirishima and Mina have each other in like their like hero profiles, saying that they are strictly friends. They're strictly childhood friends. And I was like, thank God. I'm happy with it. What?
Because you want him to be gay?
He literally keeps saying, another thing is that Kirishima has a firefighter calendar that sells out and is very popular with the men, that it sells out a lot. So like, how many more ways can you say that this character's gay?
Right.
I don't know. So that's just me.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, it's just fun facts that he puts in there for his things. What else? There's like, I'm so mad that like, I thought I saved the majority, or that it was like in a straightforward thread, but those are like the majority of them. But yeah, Deku pretty much has his new suit, very reminiscent of like all the previous suits he's had before. So the visual's pretty dope looking. I really do want to get the book, the last one, because it kind of just like it's an art book that has everything. And yeah, the story. I'm just happy it ended where that is, considering compared to the other epilogue ending.
It's all been the same to me. What's the difference?
It's
It's just like later on, like
hardly.
It's all been
Is this
the
gonna be a
same.
chapter or like you said a panel?
it's like a one shot. So like I guess
Well,
it's a
one
chapter.
shot's usually like 50 pages.
So maybe it's
No.
like maybe it's a short.
Just
couple
no,
pages.
super short, couple pages.
Mini, maybe a mini.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is or whatever. Maybe it's like 5.
I've never seen a
pages.
one shot be 50 pages. Well, you be
One-
reading
one
everything.
shot.
One shot's like the first. It's like a pilot. Think about
It's
a
a-
pilot.
Yes.
That's what
One
that
shots are that's what that is.
All the one shots I've read have been really short.
There are some that
I'ma hold my
there are
hands up.
some that'll be short. No, I think it can be used both ways. Like there are some that are shorter, but usually one shots are like the pilot for things, and then like JJK 0 is like a one shot, right?
Oh yeah, technically that is, because it's a one shot story.
I don't know because there's like multiple chapters.
It's a prequel.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, but I think it was
That actually no, I wouldn't.
it wasn't even a prequel. It was made before JJK.
Yeah, the
That's a
original
prequel.
story was supposed to be Utah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like you can use a prequel, but like it's a prequel to like anime, but like he
Yes.
started writing that first.
No, yeah.
And then we got this.
Yeah, that one I wouldn't consider as a
Yeah.
one shot.
All right.
But yeah, just like I don't know. You can tell that I think he definitely got mixed up with a lot of editing choices. And you could definitely tell with everything that he released that this was rushed. You know what I mean? Like the ending was rushed. He was definitely pushed to end it earlier than what he was hoping for.
I don't think so.
Really? Are you sure about that?
I
That's
don't think so.
Are you sure about that?
I think
Because
health, sure,
he-
but rushed.
if he rushed himself.
I-
That man, you could tell he wanted to end the series.
I don't know. No,
He
I
had
think
zero interest in continuing that story.
I don't know, man.
Man's already working on his next work.
I mean, that's
Trust me, I
fine.
know rushed manga series. I know what it looks like
I
when
know
an
rushed.
artist
I've been
rushes
there.
a plot line.
I don't know, man.
My Hero was absolutely not rushed.
I don't know.
JJK
Yo,
was rushed. if
Oh,
anything.
JJK was rushed as fuck.
Uraraka Toga fight lasted so much longer
Oh,
than it
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
should
No,
have.
that did.
That's
My-
how I
My
know
Hero
it wasn't rushed.
dragged.
But at
to
the same
end.
time, I feel like it felt longer because we were waiting, for the next chapter. Like,
I binged, girl, and I still felt like it was. I didn't wait. I left it alone and I binged, and I was like, some of these shits is lasting
no, it did.
too
The
long.
Dabi Todoroki
and
shit.
then having JJK to compare, because I always felt better about the My Hero ending than the JJK ending, because
Yeah.
I did not feel that open. Like I understand that you're adding extra details, but the ending hasn't changed. You know what I mean? Even you can add all the extra little
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
pepperoni on your pizza. It's still it's still a fucking pizza.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I think it's a good ending. I've always thought it was a good ending for My Hero, even with all the jokes with him being a McDonald's or whatever. But I also still was like, yeah, my nigga also dragged this war the fuck out because he was showing so many unnecessary fights.
And characters that we don't
even
care
get me
about.
started on Spinner and his thing. with
Yeah,
the
no,
octopus
nobody
guy.
cared about
Like-
him. That was my first thought. No, it's okay.
I'm sorry. It is. But all right. What's next?
Devil May
No.
Cry.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay. We
You look
all
confused.
we all watched Devil May Cry on Netflix, which is based on the original video game series for PlayStation back in like the early 2000s.
Mhm.
It's 8 episodes.
Very short.
I know I've already brought this up in the last episode. What did you guys think?
Well, I know
of the
Kimmy
show?
had some words, so I want to hear what she had to say.
Yeah,
I
you have
think-
notes. You said,
She said she had notes.
Did I? Oh.
girl.
I was.
Let
I'm
me-
so.
I'm
I
the guy in the
Yo,
chair.
you came off so spicy. You was like, I just finished Devil May Cry. I have notes.
It's kind of mid. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah. That's what I said.
It's.
Mid.
First of all, I feel like we barely even saw Dante. Like, I feel like majority of it was like a lot of extra shit that
we
wasn't
barely
even
saw
about him.
Dante
You said-
swing his sword.
You said I got some talking points to discuss for sure.
Okay, yes. Damn. Okay, brought up the receipts.
I'm the guy in the chair.
Man, you gotta remember what you say.
Okay, yes, no, but I think it's mid. We barely saw Dante. Yeah, no, barely any sword, barely any of that. I knew we weren't gonna see a lot of Virgil, so like I was.
I'm
Fair,
very
fine.
surprised we saw as much as we did.
Exactly. No, he always shows up late, barely at all, whatever. I remember I watched the original show back in the day.
2007.
Yes, it was like way back in the day, but I don't
I didn't
remember
watch it
anything
either.
about it. I just remember I liked it.
But you never played the video game. You never had PS2.
No, but I played Marvel vs. Capcom, and Dante was part of my team, so I loved his stuff.
Yeah.
Dante and Trish were part of my team. But I just the music. Okay, so you said that certain
The
music.
Last Resort by Papa Roach.
No, I thought
on
that
the
came on.
highway scene.
That came on a good time. When that came on, I was like,
But
oh!
the remix for the Last Resort song, I didn't like it.
It wasn't a remix. It
Personally.
was just cut shorter.
No, it was definitely a remix.
I don't
that
know,
wasn't the original song.
Okay, but either way, I like that. I thought it added to the scene better because I was like, oh, he about to cook. And then he did. The one thing I was like, I don't know about that one was like at the end when it ends with American Idiot. But then I was like,
That was so cringy.
it was cringy.
But I get what they're going
But
for.
yes, I was like, oh, but it makes
like,
sense.
It really made it seem like some like corny American Pie ending.
Yeah, I mean,
American.
I guess that was the point because they're making fun of the
Yeah.
Americans.
Yeah.
So like,
because they still colonizing.
yes, they're colonizing. I was like, this is very American, and I hate that this is so America, and this is all the things America would do. And I was like, I get it. This is American Idiot, but the way that they went about it, I don't know. I just
It's too on the nose.
it was too on the nose. I didn't like it.
I'm biased because I just don't like that genre of music. So every time the music played,
Oh.
I looked away.
You don't like rock?
He doesn't like the punk
I
emo
do-
era.
Not my bag. Not like
You never.
I tried playing it on in the car. He was like, change this.
yeah.
Wow.
I was like, she just like, yo, you listen. I listened. I was like,
You never went through the phase.
I've said this to you many of
Yeah.
times. I am a kid homegrown from Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
Y'all didn't listen to Green Day?
Niggas is not listening.
Boulevard of
and
Broken
if,
Dreams?
And if niggas was listening to it, it was somebody
When
probably listening to
September
it
ends.
on their own or 6 a.m. on MTV when it played in the morning or whatever. It played. But like, come on, bro. Like, I'm chicken noodle souping. I'm not doing that.
I mean, I was
You
doing
know what
both.
I mean? I'm Harlem shaking. I'm not doing that.
I was
You know
doing
what
both.
I mean?
I'm part of the culture.
Yeah, but we not over here like, nigga, we going to the basketball court. We play manhunt out here in these streets. Like,
Okay, yeah.
not saying it was a game,
Anyway.
not some game. It just wasn't not in the rotation. You know what I mean?
I think one of the highlights of the show, like, again, it's not the best show. Like, it's average at the end of the day. I think one of the highlights for sure is Dante himself. I thought that the voice acting for Dante, the guy they played him, he's
Johnny
the
Young
one,
Bosch,
yeah,
the Black Ranger.
Oh, really?
he did such a good job playing Dante. Dante just came off every scene he was in was charismatic. He was funny.
He's Ichigo as well.
He's engaged. Yes.
Oh.
I really liked him. I thought Dante throughout the show. I thought the design for him was really
Yeah.
good. The devil form, terrible.
Really?
Absolute
it was cool.
ass.
Nothing
I
crazy.
hated it.
Super ugly.
The one
Yes.
thing I will say, I think that villain backstory was one of the
Yo.
best I've seen in
Fire.
so
Rabbit?
Absolutely
long.
fantastic.
The rabbit? Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you also get the backstory of the girl too. in the
Yes,
same
both
episode.
like that whole episode.
That confused me because I was like, do they know each other or not?
Same.
I was like, they was throwing me off.
Yeah.
But they did
But-
know each other
They did it.
in the future.
Oh.
No, like they ended up having an intertwined.
Yeah.
You're talking about when they were kids.
But it was because where they placed it.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, is he?
Are they brother,
I was like,
sister?
no, I thought is he supposed to be that kid with the glasses?
Yeah.
Because the animation style changed, right?
Yes,
So I thought it
yes.
was maybe trying to throw me off. I thought the rabbits and that character's backstory was absolutely fantastically written, and
Yes.
then I feel like they really violated, bro. In the end, like I just didn't like what they kind of like how
Turned
what
him
they-
into.
what they kind of ended up doing. It didn't make sense. I was like, man, this backstory is so rich, and then when you get to the final motivations, and then seeing all the fucked up shit, I was like, okay, I get it's trying to go with everybody who you think is a liberationist or whatever, it can also be seen as a terrorist or whatever, and like you can go to toe the line of being a vigilante in the hero world very easily by doing one thing. It didn't feel. I don't know. It felt clunky.
It lost
felt
a
clumsy.
it lost a little bit of the plot at the end.
Yeah, I was just like, now I don't care. I was like,
But his story and like his motivation, like it was
It was
beautiful.
good.
It was
good.
so
The
good.
voice acting was also just like every time that man spoke, I'm like Shakespeare.
yeah,
was
he
great.
was cooking.
He-
was cooking.
He was so
Very menacing.
So
very
good.
menacing.
I thought, and it was an original villain. I thought he was very well done. That episode was
him
great.
being a human completely shocked me.
yeah, shocked. Woo.
just
But then,
stapling a
but then
rabbit's
I
face.
started, but then I started thinking too much. I was like, well, how the fuck was he moving the lips?
That me too. Me too. I was like,
I was like,
the lip flaps.
the lip. No, that shit was really.
it was
That shit was,
Yeah.
that was
He
like
was
this thing
some-
got an anima. Muppets would never.
I think they made it so like he like sewed his mouth into it, and
Maybe,
that's how,
yeah. It was
Yeah.
insane. I
'Cause-
thought I did think about it too long for a little
Yeah.
bit. And I said, just
No,
let
no,
it
no.
go.
That
Just
was
let it
me
go,
too.
bro.
That was
Just
me
let it go.
too. I thought about it. But I think like the way they did it, where he's sewing the thing onto his face, like
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it's fine. The animation, it's fine. I just
It's
wish
there.
it's there.
It's there.
We're leaning too into, and I know it's because it's Netflix and it's like not the same way like a animation studio or anime studios making it. We got to pull away from the CG a little bit
A
more,
little
just
bit.
a little bit more for
Yeah.
sure. With everything, don't gotta look like it's trying to be arcane diet. I don't
Yeah.
know.
like the wind and fire guy, Demon Brothers.
It
and
was alright.
too much CG. Again,
It
when he
was
went into his
wonky.
devil form,
Mhm.
too much CG.
Yeah, I agree.
But overall, no.
It's entertaining.
I'll
Did he-
give it
Also,
7.
Kevin Conroy, his last role
Yeah.
before passing
Yeah,
away.
that's the last roll.
The whole time I was like looking at the VP, like, why do I know his voice? Why do I know his voice?
You don't know who Kevin Conroy
I know
is?
his
Not
voice.
his name.
OG
He's
Batman.
Batman.
Oh.
The Batman from the Batman the animated series.
Oh.
Yes. So the whole
okay.
time I'm sitting here like, why do I know him? Why
Yeah.
do I know his voice? And it's fucking Batman.
Yeah, I agree though. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I could
It was alright.
I could be persuaded into a 6 if you really want to just hate on it and then like you influence me
It
to
was
start
alright.
being a hater. So yeah,
It
7.
was alright.
Should we get into it? Sinners?
Oh, you're gonna
Sinners.
do Apothecary Diaries.
No, Sinners and then Apothecary Diaries.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So I'd rather talk about this anyway.
Because let's end with something a little more fun.
Yeah.
Guys, we all watched Sinners.
Yes.
If
They
you
cooked.
haven't watched it already, I don't know what you're doing, but we all watched it.
Mhm.
And what are we giving it on a scale of 1 to 10? Let's start off there.
I give it a solid 9. That was a funny, like it gave, you know what vibes it gave me? It gave me like Jennifer's Body type of like, you
Never
think it's a
saw.
horror movie, but it's not really, because I can't do horror and I'm not good with like gore, any of that stuff. But like it was entertaining the whole time. It really like brought back a bunch of like I guess some foreshadowing in there, all kinds of stuff. It was entertaining and it was way more funny than I thought it would be. I wasn't expecting any of that. And it's heart wrenching. I don't know. I like, I teared up here or there and just I liked it.
Corey?
8 out of 10.
Oh, you went down.
8 out of, it was
Well, you
always
both
eight.
went down.
No, it was always an 8.
Oh.
For me. I never gave it more than an 8.
Okay.
8 out of 10 movie. I think it's a fantastic movie. I think it's a movie that everybody needs to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see how you guys, I guess, think about the movie as me being like the only black person here, processing everything that happened, because I know all the lore and all the information it was given. So me watching it was more like you guys are gonna make some people want to leave this theater. I can handle that stuff. So like I thought how they did it was, I thought how Ryan Coogler did it was masterfully done.
Mm-hmm.
How it was shot was masterfully done. The themes, the racial themes, the music integrated into portraying those racial themes.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that including the Irish people and all that stuff, and the jokes, fire. I don't do horror movies at all. I was really just like trying to make sure before I went in. I never felt myself scared.
Mm-hmm.
My only issue with the movie is goddamn that first half. It takes a long time before the night starts.
It's the
And
build up.
I get it. I'm not saying it makes it bad, but at some point I did feel myself being like, all right, man, can we get to the fucking party, bro? Like, can we get to the party?
Honestly,
I didn't feel that.
so for me, I
You saw it
saw
twice.
I saw it twice.
I want to see it again.
I saw it a second time. The first time I saw it in 70 millimeter, which is supposedly like the way you're supposed to see it, which I thought was grand. And I saw it a second time. And my seats weren't that good, but you know what? It didn't make a difference for me. I still give this movie a 10 out of 10. For me, I don't think that there's not really anything more I could have asked for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I've heard some people say that first like 20 to 30 minutes is very slow, but
I liked it.
for me, we're being shown a lot of that world during that time. I mean, we're in prime Jim Crow era where like a lot of those rules are really in effect, and they're taking the time to like show you all the restrictions and the do's and don'ts of being in a world like that. And I think that again, Michael B. Jordan's portrayal as twins, Smoke and Stack, was extremely engaging.
Yes.
I think that for me, if we're talking about themes, I think the theme of showing affection between men was definitely well explored in that. And that was definitely something that carried on throughout the movie for me, because I think that the relationship between Smoke and Stack definitely resonated
Even
with
Preacher
me.
Boy,
Even Preacher Boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Stack spent the most time with Preacher Boy throughout the movie.
the number one
and,
eater,
the Mountain Eater.
the mountain eater.
I thought was just very well done how open they were with showing each other affection. Like when Smoke and Stack separated in the beginning, they embraced themselves and they say, I love you and I love you too. And then they both separated.
Yep.
I feel like even back then and even for men now, they're not really open about it like that, because they didn't get that from their family. I don't know if they really mentioned the mother a lot. But obviously the father was very aggressive towards Stack. And I mean, fortunately Smoke had to smoke his dad. So just seeing the way that played out throughout the movie, like one of the scenes that got me to cry, cause I told you guys, I actually cried both times I watched it.
Wow.
The first time I watched it, the scene that got me to cry was the end. So guys, obviously spoilers for Sinners.
Oh, I mean,
all right,
this is
just
coming
saying.
out like this is gonna be 2 months by then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was after Smoke already shot all the KKK guys, and he's sitting on the ground, and he finally lights up a cigarette,
Yeah.
and his baby mom's comes in,
Oh,
They
my God.
cooked
Yeah, I
it.
cried too.
and she's like, "You better put that cigarette out so you don't get no smoke on this baby." I cried.
Yeah, me too. I did. I
After
cried.
everything that happened,
Yep.
Also, did you see what Ryan Coogler said was one of his inspirations for this movie?
No. What was it?
Puss in Boots.
yes, the villain in The Last Wish.
That makes sense.
He said the coyote, whatever.
I did see.
The wolf, the lobo.
Yeah.
Has the same eyes thing.
Yeah,
as-
that he does. That makes sense.
I love that.
Yeah.
Puss in Boots is elite, and
I
y'all
s-
don't talk about
I
it
still
enough.
need to watch it. It's
What?
I haven't seen it.
We told you 2 years ago to
I
watch it.
know, and I still have it.
Last Wish. Wait, did you watch the first one with
No,
Humpty Dumpty?
Who needs to see that?
No,
It's still good.
but the last wish I heard was its own.
Wait,
good
you
thing.
haven't watched both Puss in Boots? That's
It's a good thing.
Also,
we're
don't know where it's streaming, but I'll find it.
everywhere. It's a good thing we got movie night coming up.
Yay.
True.
We got movie nights coming up. So.
the second time I watched it, and I think it resonated with me more because I had time to like sit with it.
It's okay.
It's
okay. I was gonna let you rock, bro.
I felt you're was God, and I love talking about this scene. It's the scene at the end when Smoke is about to kill Stack, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I couldn't protect you."
Oh,
And he
I
looks at him,
know.
he's like, "Don't be. You always did."
I know.
That scene again, just
Michael B. Jordan really fucking cooked.
yo,
He did.
cooked.
He did.
That scene
cooked.
kills me. And then
And people want to hate him so
at
bad.
the end,
Mhm.
knowing that he didn't kill Stack
Yeah.
and he just made him promise to not go after Preacher Boy, for me was just the icing on the cake. I was
Yeah.
like,
He's
yes.
like, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. I was like,
That's
hey,
his
that's
baby
good.
brother.
That's good
Yeah.
writing.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
good writing.
Yeah.
That's how you. That's why you would leave somebody alive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leave
Yep.
one of them alive,
Yeah,
right? You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
Instead
Because
of both of
literally
them.
everybody else died.
Yeah.
I am okay with getting the Sinner's multiverse.
Yes.
I'm okay with learning more
Yeah.
of the
You know-
adventures of
Yeah.
Stack is the one who survived, right?
Smoke.
Smoke is the one who survived. What has
Stack is the
Smoke
one
been
that died.
doing over the past 30 years?
You know, I saw a theory. So, at the end, after everything went down, Smoke killed all the KKK people.
Yeah.
But when they came, they tried to go into the juke joint.
Yeah.
The juke joint was locked.
Yes.
And so people are like, Smoke put Stack in there
So the
because the
sunlight
sun
went-
was coming up and put Stack there because he was the last vampire to leave. And
Mm.
because remember, as soon as he stopped fighting Stack, he went outside and killed Remick.
Yeah.
That was, and then everybody burned alive. That was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Stack wouldn't have had time to go and find shelter.
Yeah.
So he probably kept him in the barn, then locked it. So when the KKK people came, they wouldn't open it up and he'd be safe.
Mm.
That's just,
Good, right?
that's just gorgeous. For
Yep.
me, the movie, there's so.
There's so
Can we
much
talk
to
about
feed
the
on.
scene?
Which one?
The scene.
The song
music scene.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So
Oh,
beautifully
when they-
done.
So that's when I was getting the most emotional, right?
Yeah.
So listen, this movie is it. I think everybody should see it, and also do research after seeing it. This
Mhm.
is one of those movies that, like, if you don't just go into it and then just be like, "Oh, I guess I didn't know all of that," and then like just leave it alone. You know what I mean? You should really figure out what a lot of this stuff means. All of that music going through, and then like the Irish vampire is not for no reason.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So processing all of that and all of they've dealt with in regards to colonization from England and all that stuff, and then just showing like singing that Rocky Road to Dublin song out there, and then
Yep.
leading into like that whole montage of, oh, we want your blues and things like that. I was sitting there like, oh God, I feel this. I'm about to dance in this theater. I was like, I'm about to catch the holy motherfucking ghost, and I don't even be ghosting like that. Fantastically done.
Did I originally give it a 10 out of 10?
You did.
I did, right?
You
Okay.
did.
I couldn't remember my rating.
I think that music scene, first of all, that guy, can we just give the actor who plays Preacher Boy his props?
Yeah, that's his first acting.
That kid
Really good. Good for
crushed
him.
it. Apparently,
did.
he was a background singer for
For her.
her, and
For
she,
Her.
Oh,
her, the artist,
okay.
and she hooked him. She was like, "You should go and
Audition for
pursue." Yes, exactly. And he, his voice, oh my god, when he started singing that song
the
about
car?
in the car.
He's only 20 years old.
Wow.
20, that kid's got a career.
Hopefully.
Mhm.
A career,
Let's
because he
pray.
did an absolutely amazing job
Yeah.
when he's singing the song, and then the electric guitar comes on, and then the whole mood shifts, and the way the camera goes around the room, and you see all the different cultures, all the
Oh.
different time periods.
That was so cool.
Bro,
They even got the Chinese geishas
Yeah.
going around.
Everything.
that's why we got Rush Hour 2. We be trying to we've been trying. Oh my God. Rush Hour exists for a reason. It is truly a testament of the bond between Black and Asian culture. I'm being so fucking serious every time.
No, you've always been saying it.
I've always been so serious. It doesn't exist for no reason. The Wu-Tang Clan doesn't exist for no reason. Black people in anime and us being the ones that make it super, it's not for no reason.
Yeah.
The Japanese culture we like this.
We like this.
But when she
Wait.
said, "Come in, motherfuckers." I said,
Oh, she crashed
you
out.
are an
bitch.
op.
She crashed
dumb
out.
bitch.
You are an op,
She didn't
and
do
you
much.
sold us off to the man.
She
Yeah.
didn't do much too. She killed her husband and then she burned alive.
Yeah.
Yo.
Killed her husband and they both died and
I
that's it.
said, "Wow, you
I
just."
was like, but their daughter's literally gonna be like, wow, my parents left and they never came home.
So that's my theory right now. If we're talking about like doing this as a franchise, I don't believe Smoke is dead. I know he got shot, but if we're talking about Ryan Coogler being very intentional with the decisions he makes in this movie, Michael B. Jordan lifts up his shirt and you see an exit wound, which means the bullet went through. Now, I've watched a lot of action movies and I've watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy and Law and Order SVU to know
This nigga just say Grey's Anatomy.
that a GSW, if the bullet's not in there, you can survive that. And we know that what's that girl's name?
Bro,
The
they
little
think
Chinese
it's a
girl?
Conspiracy of it. I don't know.
I
don't know.
I don't remember.
What-
Whatever.
even know
We
those
know that
yourself.
she worked with her parents.
Yes.
And their parents, we were shown, can heal gunshot wounds. Now, her parents didn't come home that night. Would it be so far-fetched for her to go the next day looking for her parents and find Smoke sitting on the ground, bleeding out?
I think going into that route completely disregards the lesson and like the true closing of that lost child's ending. I think it completely belittles it. Like if it does that, like it's cool if you want to theorize
I think
it,
he had a
but I
moment-
sometimes want to be precautious on, does your theory break down the impact, like ruin the impact of a scene?
Yeah.
You know,
Because
what I
then he's
mean?
not with his baby mom no more.
Like that was the point. The point
Yeah.
was for him to finally be with his family.
Yeah.
I think that's just going to be one of those moments where like you're it's not time for you yet.
Dude,
You
I
still
don't think
have
so.
more to
I
do.
disagree. I
No,
disagree.
'cause that's what I'm saying. You ruining that
I
beautiful
don't think it
moment of a
ruins it.
black man finally deciding to be
With this
with
family.
his, like, being able to be with his family that was like torn apart essentially by all this stuff, and
he
him
went out
having
blazing
to stick
glory.
around for what? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like,
No reason.
why? Like you have one brother that lived. You might as well let him be the one who got to be happy
Yeah.
and actually pass.
Yep.
Do you want to have both? You had both answers. You know what I mean? Like that one lived on and got to be with the person he really wanted to be with during a time where he was racially unable to be with somebody that looked like that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't his time to do that. So there was something more for him in the future. And then Stack, correct?
Stack died.
Stack dying.
Well, Stack is the one who turned into a vampire.
Okay, Smoke dying is impactful because one, they give you the impact of the trauma they've been through of losing that kid and feeling that empty void the whole
Yes.
time, and then losing her too. So then it's like, what else? What else is a better ending for him than to finally have peace and be with his family in the
Yes.
afterlife after having that vision? That's just the best ending for the character.
I agree.
Like if you want a good ending for him, you know what I mean? I just
There's
the,
no
the,
reason.
the other way just like kind of just says, I don't give a fuck about that though.
Yeah.
That's how it like comes off. Like
No,
I don't give a fuck about that.
I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
I would be
The
surprised.
breadcrumbs are there for that to be a possibility, especially if they're thinking about turning this into a franchise.
But you don't need him for that.
Yeah,
though.
you don't
already
need
have
him.
you already have the infinite living vampire who's lived through 40 years of like history.
Plus, he did
60.
say like that was the last time I saw
Sorry,
my
yeah,
brother.
60,
He would have
40,
gone
wow.
back and to see if his brother lived or like what, you know, like he would have looked for his brother.
Yeah, like that was a power. Like it undercuts all like the powerful moments. It's like, why take those away for the sake of a theory? I guess you know what I mean. It's so-
Lisa.
Who?
Lisa.
Oh, that was the daughter's
that
name?
was the daughter's name.
Oh,
I was like, Lily.
I was
no.
like, who?
Lisa. That was the daughter's name. I felt so
What
bad
would-
for her.
What would you guys say was your favorite moment of the movie? Favorite scene?
Yo, what? Boy, if you don't get the fuck up on my face. Yo, Haley Steinfeld, she took that whole like being 1/8 black thing a little too seriously.
So
and now the gingers is claiming they black on TikTok now. I
apparently.
mean, well, the black community, we actually
They-
we already accept y'all. We already accept the gingers. Mark was redhead. You know that?
Who?
We
Mark?
rocking with Mark because Mark, he's a
Yeah.
redhead.
Oh, that's so
He's been a
funny.
redhead this whole time.
That's hilarious.
He's been black. we had no reason to even say he was
Oh
rocking
my
with us
God.
because Mark is us.
I can't stop.
Mark is us.
It's all fun and games until one of them starts saying the N-word.
We listen. We can pop out. You know, they say we all know they say. We know they say it anyway.
Anyways,
But is that scene for you?
I mean,
she was crazy.
that's
I loved her.
When she said you wanted me to spit in your mouth.
No, apparently that was not CG when she spit in his
Stop.
I
mouth.
believe
Stop.
it. It didn't look
They
CG.
said it was not CG.
It didn't look CG.
Wait, was it? Okay, was it improvised?
It was.
It was improvised.
She was like I was
no,
like,
I don't believe it.
I screamed. I screamed. I was like,
Yo, Shamik
She-
Moore
yo,
is punching the fucking air right now, dude. He is punching because, like, honestly, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I was about to say I feel bad,
No.
but it's like, yo, my
Fiance?
he
guy.
did that to himself.
It's like, why are you overly shooting your shot about chemistry when y'all never even met in person until this tour?
Oof.
You know what I mean? Like, you
Jesus
guys were
Christ.
voice acting, and you
Yeah.
don't got to be in the same room. Michael B. Jordan, and you can tell even from the interviews and the press, the whole cast,
Great.
they got chemistry.
Yep.
They really was working together.
Yep.
This also the funniness. You were saying like how many times you laugh. Oh, this movie is black funny.
Yes.
This movie, because like every time I'm sitting here, like, yep, that is exactly how we'll be reacting. This. Why you need us to let you in?
Yeah. Exactly.
Why do I like when you asked me to get water? I was like, why you gotta ask me to get water? Go get the water. You can get the water any other time you come here. Why I gotta get you the water? That was so authentically like, that was my crib. That was a barbecue in my crib.
No, absolutely. That's why it felt so authentic.
So that shit was good. Would you? I guess how'd you process the movie? I guess watching on your. Did you know any of the themes going into it, or you really
Nothing.
went in raw?
I went in raw.
Or
I think that's the best way to.
Yeah, I knew nothing. I just knew it was a vampire movie. But people said it's not that scary, so I was like, okay, okay, cool. And that's it. I tried to avoid spoilers as much as possible. All I knew is Haley talked crazy. But I was excited.
What was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene. It's hard because I feel like I felt it in my soul in that music section, in that hole when they were going around the room. I was just like, this is such a cool vibe. I love that. That was great. At the same time, I don't know. There were so many good moments. Maybe I think the part that I was like absolutely screaming was like when Smoke went out, blaze of glory, like killing all the KKK, and he was like, nah, chuck, chuck, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Like that was great. I was sitting there.
John Wick.
I was like, let's go. Great
Yeah.
ending for him. He left, he died, but he went and he took them all down in the meantime. So I was like, good for you, man.
Did you feel like you walked out of the movie, I guess, understanding everything that they talked about, or did you feel like you had to like kind of, I guess, look
No.
into it more after the fact?
No, I understood a majority of it, and I kind of knew with the Irish background and everything, like why they chose. I was like, of course, like the Irish, they went through their own oppression and everything like that. So I understood why he was chosen.
Fellowship and love.
Yes.
Yo, that guy Remick he did an
He was
amazing
great.
job.
Great villain.
Every time he was on screen, I was drawn in.
He killed
His-
that.
Yeah.
His charisma
Mhm.
did like when they sang that corny ass song.
Yep.
Pick your pockets clean.
Yeah.
Big for Robin Clean.
Like
Big
I was
for
still
Robin Clean.
Yeah, I was
like, you don't
vibing.
want to let us sing. Oh, because okay.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't worry, we'll be here.
We're gonna walk away
We're
slow
gonna
now.
walk away real slowly,
Yeah.
real slowly."
It's funny because I said that. I was like, we're going to rock away. I was like,
it's
real
actually
slow.
him versus the rabbit from Devil May Cry.
Oh,
Put those
dude.
two
With
against
the
each
villains,
other.
yeah.
Yeah, and like the red eyes. Yo, what killed me too was when the Native Americans were knocking on the white people's door,
Yeah.
and they were
They
like,
tried-
"Ma'am."
You bet. Gave you one warning.
Yep.
They saw that KKK attire, and they're like, the sun's going down.
Yeah.
We gotta
Y'all
go.
good. This is a you problem.
Yep.
This is a you problem.
1,000%.
Just like you fucked around and you found out.
If we're talking about improvised scenes real quick, the guy who played Slim, Delta Slim, he was the musician that they picked up at the train
Yeah.
station.
Yes.
Right. The one scene when they're all in the car and they drive past the jail workers.
Yeah.
And he gets up and he like shouts at them, and then the gunfire goes off, and then they're like driving away, and Preacher Boy's like, "Did you know any of those guys?" And he talks about how him and his partner, came up singing together. They both came into money, and how his partner, was unfortunately, swindled and lynched, and he's telling the story about everything that happened. As he's doing that, I don't know if you guys remember, he's finishing telling the story, and he's like, "Oh, they cut off, they even cut off his manhood." And he's feeling that moment. He's like, and then he like gets into singing like, that was all improvised.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
really?
That wasn't part of the script,
Oh,
and apparently Ryan Coogler just like kept it going.
Oh, wow.
And Michael B. Jordan and the guy who played Preacher Boy, they just went with it too. And he's like, I just felt after telling the story, I just went with what I felt with at that moment. And apparently Ryan, in the first cut of the movie, they cut that scene out.
Oh, wow.
They didn't even do it, and he had to go to Ryan Coogler and be like, "Listen, I think that you should keep this scene in because of A, B, and C." And a lot of people have really come out saying that they also really like that scene too. So he was being interviewed by this one guy, and he's like, "It's just really heartwarming to know that that scene that I improvised and was almost cut out resonated with a lot of people out there too."
Good. I'm glad. That's really impressive.
One scene I do think was improvised is when bro was like, "What we been doing? We gotta be kind to one another." I was like, these niggas was like, "Boy, if you don't get,
he was like,
if you don't get out of here,
yo, y'all KKK." Ah! He just straight up like,
I could don't. I may be a vampire, but do not compare me to such scum.
these fangs are rated E for everyone.
Oh my God. It's a fantastic movie. It's a movie I think absolutely deserves to win something. I hope that it being maybe defined as a horror movie doesn't do anything bad for it. And also, like, the way the media has been covering the movie has been really, really weird in regards to like how they've been kind of comparing and scaling its performance because of how Ryan Coogler has he'll be getting back the rights. Like, the deal that he made for this movie before it was made is not something that's done often. The last person to do it was Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's not something that directors get to do.
What is it?
He's going to get the full movie rights back in 25 years.
Interesting.
And that means that, and he was the reason why is because he's saying like, this is a movie that's so about culture and black culture and things like that. He doesn't feel right letting it just like making it. So before anybody agreed, like he let anybody take on the movie before he made it or whatever, like when he wrote it and had it ready to give out, like that was like part of the deal before he made it. So
good for him.
So it deserves something. Hopefully it gets, whether it be for production, because it's shot beautifully, the music is great. I think that this is Michael B. Jordan's probably best role yet.
I agree.
But last thing we got to get into, Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary Diaries.
Watched it.
Guys, this was the sleeper anime of 2024.
Was it the sleep?
24.
Well, it started in 2024.
2024, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's continuing to now.
I think it was 2023.
Yeah, I think it was
Is it?
Started first season 1, 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
This season started last. Wait a minute.
Let me just check. I'm the guy.
Maybe it was the beginning of 2024.
Well, look it up because I know it's in a lot of the categories for like 2024 Crunchyroll Awards, so that's why I'm saying 2024.
Yeah, maybe. Because maybe it's one of those like end of 2023 into 2024
It
situations.
could be, yeah.
Because I think I remember us talking about
October 2023.
Okay,
There we go.
So towards
that's
the
why
end,
it's a 2024 conversation.
Yes.
It's so fucking long.
it is.
It's
Thank God.
It's
50 episodes.
Basically a 6-month
I
run.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so
One question before you go into the thoughts of it. Where are we ranking Mau Mau right now?
No.
Is it Mau Mau?
No, listen, this is what I was about to say that. So I agree with Cory that like for the question for the Crunchyroll 2024 awards was like, who is the best main protagonist? I would have changed my answer to Mau Mau. I 1000% agree.
It's Mau Mau to me. I know you love Don Don, so I know it's hard to get you to budge. I know he's sticking with Momo. He's not having it.
I would give it to Freerun over Mau Mau. honestly.
What?
You think Freerun's better than Mau Mau?
As a main character?
Yes.
No, that bitch is so boring compared to Mau Mau.
I don't think so. I think she's very quirky. I think she's definitely had a lot of funny moments as well.
Let's
She
say
does, yes.
In comparison.
In comparison, because I love Freerun, I think she's great. Like you said, a lot of quirky moments, but Mau Mau in general just has so much more.
Mau Mau got that dog in her.
She really do.
She definitely
When she
do.
slapped that girl.
Oh
And then they were scared
She's-
the rest of the series.
When she slapped the
Nigga,
handmaiden,
that's aura.
picked her
Yeah, that
up
was
by the
pretty-
hair.
That's true.
That's aura.
That
That was like the fourth
How-
episode
yes.
too.
We've been talking about Sun Jin Woo aura farming. Mao been aura farming this whole fucking series, bro.
Yo, that moment really changed my perspective of her so much because I was like, oh, she could be that
She said,
bitch
I
when
grew
she
up
wants to.
in a fucking brothel.
Yeah, she was like, no, I grew up in the hood. I'm not afraid to get hood on you.
Mao is. All right, well, how do you feel about the series?
I 1,000% think it's fantastic. I know, like when you were telling us about it originally, you didn't have all the details because obviously you were just 6 episodes in and all that kind of stuff.
I also
But-
wasn't trying to spoil you either.
Yes, exactly. You weren't trying to spoil me.
Spoilers for Apothecary Diaries. I don't want to hear
at this
it.
point.
Okay. Yeah. No, but
I just have
it's
to
true.
say it.
No, it's true. Because this is truly like a murder mystery show that's like wrapped up and pretending just to be like a slice of life and all this kind of stuff. But it's so much more.
Fucking confused me. I was like, what am I watching?
This was so cool. Okay, so like I personally grew up on like, you know, Scooby-Doo, you know, A to Z mysteries, like all these mystery shows, mystery books. I love a good mystery. I'm all about it. So for this show to come in and like to be that was super cool for me. Because also it shows like, okay, this girl's interested in a bunch of stuff. The slow burn is fantastic because she's not obsessed with the guy, but not in the way
She
that
still don't
like
him.
yeah, she's just like
she don't know yet. She just don't know yet.
No,
she just
But,
don't know
okay,
yet.
so you
no,
see-
I think she knows.
Do you see the similarities between Haruhi and Tamaki and Jinshi and Mao Mao?
Haruhi and Mao Mao? Yeah, sure. Yeah, because
And then-
Haruhi does not think of Tamaki like that whatsoever.
Yeah.
She thinks of him as like just some goofball.
Exactly.
Nah, she gets a little flustered.
And then-
I see there's a little bit of fluster in Mao
Mao
Mao.
Mao?
Like it looks like
Every
she's
now and
keeping
again.
herself.
Yes.
I think
From
she's still
camera.
creeped
Yes.
out.
Yes.
No, I think
no.
she's keeping herself from because
Yes.
she has a lot of common sense and respects the hierarchy of things and
Yes.
understand over analyzes.
She knows her place, and she's
She-
like, "I'm good here."
She
Yes.
over analyzes her place to the point I think that she's like, this nigga's not really into me. He's fucking around. So I ain't
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I
She's
think
just
it's one
like,
of those
That's
more.
fair.
she's like, you
I
know
think
what?
she's-
I'm not about to play and get my head cut off. I don't give a fuck. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
like,
think about it.
you know
I'm
what?
like,
I'm gonna throw pussy at him and then I'm
yeah, she's
But
like,
you
I'm
know-
not trying to die here.
You know what scene?
the frog scene.
The frog
Oh,
scene.
The frog
oh,
scene.
God.
Screaming.
I was
Let's-
like,
we got to make this a clip. So, guys, we've all finally seen the frog scene from Apothecary Diaries. What did we think about that?
guys, when I tell you I was at work, I had to be like,
Watching this at work.
pause this. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like, I gotta leave the room. I gotta go.
Yo, I was sitting here. I was like,
when Jinshi took her leg,
Yeah.
I was
No,
like, Master Jinshi,
no.
no.
No, first when
Jinshi-sama.
she's laying on it and she's like, wait.
Well, the leg thing was before,
No,
Oh,
it was
no, it was
after.
after, it was after, you're
Because
right.
she teased him about it.
and he hit her
yeah,
with
then
the.
he pulled up. He called her bluff.
And he said, bitch. He's
He
like,
said,
oh,
you
yeah,
don't-
that's.
you don't feel that thing?
You know, and she's like,
You
it's,
don't feel- you don't feel that thing?
It's decently sized. And he said, decent? Bitch, you want to feel decent? Wha! Oh, I was screaming.
I definitely clutched my
Yo,
pearls. I was like,
he called the bluff. OD. I
He
said
did.
never in my anime days.
Yup.
Never in my anime days. I said,
Ooh.
nah, Apothecary Diaries. This is fire.
This is fire.
This is fire.
even Mama was like, I provoked him too much.
She was like, this was me. This is all me.
all
This
my
is my
fault. This is all
fault.
my fault. I did
this.
this to myself.
Yep. She was like, I'm not even
He's
gonna.
not. He's the victim. he's the victim.
When he picked her leg up, I was like, Mama's leg shouldn't be that high.
Yeah, I was like,
I didn't know she could move like that.
Yo,
okay.
I really thought something was about to happen there. I was.
remember
I was taken
when we
aback.
were streaming? Anime. Bell was like, "Hey, you see the frog scene?" And I was like, paused something. I was like, frog. I was like, oh. But you didn't see. I was like, oh yeah, I seen it. I seen it.
Nah, that scene
oh my
was-
god, that was crazy.
But that's how I know. Not how I know, because I don't know. That's why I feel like even then, like she could have given him a little something.
no, because she was
Yeah,
still.
but she's not into him.
she's
No,
shocked
she's
about
still-
it. That was
Bro,
a whole
he
scene.
He threw himself at her.
But it's not. See, here's the thing. This show is a period piece, so it's not
Yes.
that simple
Yes,
in
to do
regards
that.
to like she's into him or he's into her for her acting on it. The street smarts thing comes with it really heavy on it, and also the fact that bro is concealing mad stuff from him. So she's
Shocked.
smartingly, if
She
anything,
knows.
she's a woman with mad common sense who can't be duped easily with it. She's not like really falling for the same like lovey because he does
does
it
that
to
to
everybody,
everybody.
right? So she can't really discern whether or not like
Is
this
he for real?
right? He's just like,
I also think she chooses to be ignorant.
No, she does. She does.
yeah, she says it though.
Yeah.
She says it.
But like, there's no way she doesn't because of the things that have happened, like when she saved his life.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, why was he there? It's such an important ritual. And like, and there are like a couple other things. Like, she knows the importance of who he actually is, especially now that she knows that he's endowed and not, you know.
And she, even in
a
that
eunuch?
moment, she says, even in that moment, that girl don't play her. She's the queen of minding her business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that we shouldn't undercut that for not having emotions.
Yeah. No, she
I think
just knows.
I think you can be all these things that, which I love about the character. I'm leaving the options open that she can be all these different things at one time instead of just being the one thing. Whereas like Frieren is kind of the one thing, and we're being forced to watch her learn how to grow to be something different. Whereas Mau Mau seems like a character who already knows who she is and self-actualize. It's all about just navigating all the bullshit that's happening around her. And she just really just like, that's none of my business.
Autism
and every time
versus
she doesn't
ADHD.
mind her business, something bad happens. Every time she doesn't mind, like truly mind her business.
That the storyline with her father, I thought was
So
very,
cool.
Oh my God. They
Great
fucking
time.
cool.
well done.
Great
I
time.
love the dynamic between her and her father. I mean,
Wait,
you know,
her real father or the adopted father?
Her real father.
The real
Oh
father.
yeah.
Her real
oh,
father.
I cried.
They cool.
The storyline
I cried
with
with her
the-
mother, her
Yeah.
birth mother. I cried.
that was.
I was
very
like,
sad.
wow. I
When
said,
he found out that she was alive.
y'all had me ready to think this guy was a scumbag.
This
Yeah.
man
Had me ready.
Me
Had
too.
me ready.
Me too.
And then I said, why'd you play with me like
Well, he
this?
still could be a scumbag to
No,
others.
no,
that's-
not anymore.
he's
No, not to Mau Mau and probably not to Jinshi because
who cares?
Jinshi.
Who cares about other
Well,
people?
he went from being a scumbag to annoying.
Now he's
That's
doting.
different.
Now he's doting dad.
Yeah, annoying dad.
Yeah.
Yo, when she got rocked in the face by that one guard,
My God.
With the club?
Oh,
yo, sent that little girl flying.
I was like,
packed.
bitch.
And she got back up.
She got that
She's
dog
got that
in her.
dog in her, bro. Mama got that dog in her.
I'm telling
dude.
you. Honestly, you know, she 1,000% wins like best protagonist. Like I love Momo, you know, from Don
Mau-
Don, but she does not compare to Mau Mau.
Yeah,
You've only watched 12 episodes too. You don't know the whole series.
No, but still, I don't know.
yeah,
By
I mean, it's-
by episode 4, the aura that this bitch had, bah, just slapping that girl in the face and pulling her by
I
the
mean,
hair.
we-
You
we-
think I was playing when I told you to get rid of this?
yo, when she dead ass slapped them about that fucking white powder
The
makeup,
powder,
Yo, slapped her to the floor too.
I
That woman
screamed.
was
and you
standing
saw
up.
the fit. You could see the fit. She was like,
The fear
oh
Oof.
my God. She was like, and then every time she saw her,
after the whole place.
and then honestly, even getting to where we are now, when I saw she was kidnapped, I said, no,
Yeah, I was.
I said,
Oh,
my Shayla. Why would
That's
I
Master Jinshi. He's looking. He's
Oh,
scouring
he is.
for her.
He is about to
He's
crash.
freaking
crash.
out.
so ready to crash
And what's
out.
his what's his main man's
I always
name?
forget that boy name.
Uh,
This sidekick.
Gaoshin.
Gaoshin. Gaoshin's doing his best to keep Jinshi under
Yeah.
control because
He's
he
like, bro, you
knows
still gotta work.
his favorite toy is gone.
Yep.
And he's about to crash out.
I knew that little girl was sus though.
Yo.
Oh,
Purple-haired girl.
Shisui?
I've been new.
The
No, the
insect
second.
girl?
The
Shisui.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't remember
she's
her
sweet.
name.
No, the second that she said, "Oh, she looks a little different when she's all serious," I said, oh, "That's the fucking concubine." I knew it.
Yeah.
And the second she said that, I was like, "Oh, this is about to be crazy." You remember
Yeah,
when they're in the ghost stories?
Yeah, the concubine was sus as hell.
I knew
Yeah,
it.
there's definitely a lot of really good storylines within the show. Again, a lot of plot lines, but then one subplot line that has been following since season 1.
Mhm.
Who's trying to, get all these abortions done on the concubines? Who's trying to kill Master Jinshi? And it's all, I feel like, culminating
Yes.
to whatever this
Yes.
other nation is.
The big scheme.
I'm just
You
interested to see where it goes.
Yes.
And that's, remember before I was like comparing it to like Food Wars and also like Dr. Stone in regards to the scientific aspect of the
Yes.
poison and stuff like that. This is why I just didn't know what the hell the show was. Bro, I was just so confused.
There was
in the
so much
beginning.
happening.
I was like, this thing is giving me 5 different genres right now.
Yes.
I don't know how to
But
explain
Mau Mau
this.
really, like, there are some things where I'm just like, girl, you know too much. Like, there are some like where she's like making ice cream. And
Why do you know how to make
she's, like,
ice?
making chocolate? I'm like,
That
cookie
feels
and
that
the
feels on
cream.
point. I don't know. I feel like cooking
I just
is
like-
not too far from like ingredient making from medicines. Like
It's
you
all
kinda,
science.
it all science. You got to put it together. It
I
makes
know, but
sense
it's
to
just
me.
some things. I'm just like, all right, now this.
Yo,
kinda
you
just
learn a
feels-
lot
Cory
working in the
knows
entertainment district.
everything.
Well, I don't know everything. I just know a couple
He
random
be knowing
shit.
mad random shit.
Random
That's why
shit.
I don't put it past Mau Mau to know mad random shit.
Yeah, bro. I am Mau Mau. I just ate four sandwiches just like it's poison.
Yeah, you did, man. You did. But yeah, what are we giving Apothecary Diaries?
I got to give this series a 9 out of 10.
I agree. I very high praise.
I'm entertained every time.
Even fall asleep a couple times.
Well, yes, in the beginning, but that's because it was just the beginning. I was like,
slow.
through that first season. Yeah, I had a little bit. Now I'm enjoying that I'm weekly now than binging.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because like the feel. I mean, I was feeling like the cliffhanger endings before while binging, but now I'm sitting here like my episode that I finally caught up was when she got kidnapped, and I just had to stop. And I was sitting here like, oh no. I was like, no.
I was so tight.
This is not okay. I really got to wait now.
No,
and I was like, and I was like, that's good. I was like, that's good that did that. So, what about you?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Fair. I think that's 100% fair.
Totally fine giving it an 8 out of 10. I really like it. It could go higher depending on what happens next.
Yeah.
I will say, intros are fire.
Those
intros are so
The intros have been great.
Yo, my nigga, the intro shouldn't be this good.
Every
The first
season,
one. I said, bring back the first one.
the second one.
The second one is
The second one was good.
Second
yeah.
one with the autumn like leaves and
Yeah,
shit.
that one was cool too. I saved all of them to my
Apothecary
playlist.
Diaries is one of the few that have
No misses.
no
No
misses.
misses. No
Mhm.
misses.
No misses.
It's been great.
I listen to like I
Yes.
hardly skipped, and you guys know me.
Yeah.
He said, you know I'm a skipper.
Apothecary Diaries, no skip,
No skip.
No skip.
no skip.
Oh, that's
so
one
good for
thing.
you guys.
That's one thing I meant to tell you guys. Going through JoJo's, please, guys, do not be skipping the intros and outros all the time. It's part of the culture of going through JoJo's.
I finally got the dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun,
yeah,
like the
the to be continued.
yeah.
I was like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah, it's cool. It's funky or
fun.
whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, final segment to close off season 2 of the Moon Piece podcast.
Oh God, no! Do we really have to?
I'll do you a favor. I won't make it 30 minutes.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I'll make it 15 minutes.
Okay, because we went
Right?
long.
Yeah.
We went long.
Yeah, we're at 2:01 right now, so
Ooh.
which is essentially 150 because
Yeah.
it's like 10 minutes of nonsense, right?
Okay.
So, guys, I'm happy to be here. I want to say right now, before we get into this segment, I am proud of everything that you guys have accomplished this year. The growth that we've gone from first year of doing this to the second year is leaps and bounds. Who we were before when we first started this, even this season, even last May, is not who we are now.
Nope.
Our sound quality is better.
Yep.
We look better. She got blonde hair.
I got short
Blonde
hair.
and short hair.
Danny got short. You got short hair. Now she got the Rock Lee haircut. Remember?
Not the Rock Lee.
She got the blonde Rock Lee.
Why would you tell me that?
You don't.
I'm just messing
I
up.
don't.
You violated you.
No, I know. I know what he looks like. That's why I'm like, why would you say that to me?
Let the record show I did not laugh.
I
didn't.
feel like you did. Nah, I'm gonna have a cut. I'm gonna be able to check
No,
that.
he
I
kind of.
gagged.
He can't. No, yeah, he gagged.
I gagged.
I
But he
gagged.
gave you the eyebrows.
Oh my god. Anyways, what we're gonna do now to see that growth is we are going to watch the first 15 minutes. We're gonna pull it up on the screen because we can't copyright strike ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fine with the audio there, and you guys, well, all of us, are gonna have to sit, give some commentary, cut some ass on ourselves, see what we think
Let's
about
do
what we
it.
said, whether it be the audio, the visuals, everything.
Oh, God.
Everything.
Me, myself, and
Behind
I.
the scenes commentary for the DVD extras where you say, pick me, and Shrek. Will be the commentary for the first 15 minutes of the first episode of
Of
the
our
Moon Piece
first
podcast.
episode
I
of
always
Moon
liked
Piece
commentaries.
Podcast.
Listen, this I'm gonna pull it out from my
Pause.
handy dan. Shut up.
I'm gonna use the bathroom while you do that.
All right. All right. So we are now going to watch episode 1, the Great Anime Protagonist Tournament
Oh
of the
God.
Moon Piece podcast. So we will be
Great
giving
opener.
commentaries. This is not a reaction video, so we can yap the whole way through.
Yeah.
Because it's us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's just us.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be many moments like this. Ugh. Why do I
Yeah.
sound like that?
brother.
Brother. So let's get into episode 1. Well, hopefully no ads play.
Oh my God.
Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
You know, it's been so long that your hair's been short. I forgot your hair was long.
I know, right?
I was trying to add some
Happy to say
flair
that
to that.
I was like,
Cowboy
I was like, get the man some
Boop.
water.
Ah.
When was the last time you listened
She
to this
already
intro?
sighing. She already sighing. We didn't even start yet.
So many people hit me up after and was like, you guys should have had the characters on like the page so we will know who you're talking about and this and that. And I was like, okay guys,
Oh,
I get
yeah,
it.
I remember.
Oh yeah, I remember that in the beginning. And then I was sitting there like,
We are
okay,
Moon Piece Podcast.
that's your
And
bad for not knowing
we
shit.
give you all all.
You can't pick
opinions
who
of
you
what's on
are?
our mind on everything anime,
Oof, that
comics,
She's giving
and
us
everything
static
in between.
noise.
I'm Kimmy, and I'm here with my co-hosts Danny and
Kimmy's
Cory.
giving no energy.
And
I was
today
just-
we're
I didn't know
going
what
to be
level we were
doing
supposed to-
I didn't even know you guys.
No, I didn't know what level we were supposed to be at.
Are you guys excited?
Are we excited?
It could be bad. Depends.
I feel like it's gonna be messy.
There's 36 heads on this list, so we're about to start chopping them off one by one.
32,
Yes.
32?
32.
Oh, we got.
Why are you so
32.
far away? You're sitting so far away from the rest of us.
So no, that's
We don't know spacing.
We
just
just
tuning in to the Moon Piece podcast. So we will be kind of anime focused, but not all the time. We kind of just want to talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah, make people angry.
That's really what we're here to do.
Danny was so ready to fight back then.
Bringing
Yeah, it's
all
been
the
you
nerds
that caused the
together
biggest commotion
Through drama.
through
with the
drama.
Marvel
Well,
rivals.
now I know when to like
Yes,
hold
this
back
is
a
gonna
little
be
bit.
great.
Yeah.
All right,
Simon Cowell, everybody.
I know people's triggers.
He said I have restraint now.
Yep. So I used this little website thing. We took forever to screen mirror this, but they randomized
It
it.
did.
We did not choose. We're like doing anime.
Struggling.
from different
Remember
series. We
the
chose
Oh, now
struck?
you have the same hair.
series, obviously.
No.
But we're
No,
not doing
those
some
are-
kind of
those
like
are
a
box braids.
Power scale.
Oh,
Right now I have
We
a
already know what you guys
two
are
strand
choose.
twist for my
Who's
locks.
gonna beat everybody?
Because I'm starting my lock journey. I started it last Friday,
Taking a lot of things into
so
account.
my hair will be
We're
like
looking
this
for the best boy,
for a long
best
time until it
girl
grows.
of their respective series, and picking them out. Seeing where
Damn,
we
I
go.
think I
We're
heard your
gonna see how
back
this
crack
goes,
there.
guys.
I know,
All
right?
what's
Did you
number
just
one
crack
on
her
the
back?
list?
Yeah.
All right, so our first matchup,
Round one
round one. Anya
from Spy Family.
from
Oh
Spy
my
Family.
god.
Oh my
What a
god.
terrible
Son
matchup.
Goku. From
She
Dragon
was
Ball
really
Z.
she was
Or
caping
Dragon
for
Ball-
Anya
Dragon
too.
Ball Super.
Which we just found out Sun comes from Sun Wukong.
The more you know.
Little fun
Cute.
fact of the day.
That's the
That's
star in the rainbow.
that's free.
The more you know.
Yeah.
The fuck
So.
up.
Shut the
Right now,
fuck
Goku's
up.
a deadbeat dad.
Talking to
All right,
pass
He's
you.
going to the bottom of the
Yeah.
list right
I
now.
mean, this was
Anya has her whole
2 years
future
ago
ahead
now,
of
so-
her.
This was 2 years ago.
All right.
That's a good
Listen, you
argument.
put Goku round one, I'm gonna come in guns a blazing. And my girl Anya just had a successful season in
Maybe not that
2022.
tall, but-
She's coming back in 2023. Get ready for the movie. It's coming.
I've actually never seen a series get so popular as Spy Family did in like the span of a year. Like not only did the series itself get popular, but they got a stage
was so
play
proper
in
back then.
Japan.
I was
They got
trying
a
so
movie,
hard.
yeah,
proper
movie,
back then.
Like,
Yeah, there's like
announcement
This is
scenes.
like who the fuck is that? I'm like, who the fuck is
What
that?
dope about Anya?
I was such a good girl, guys.
Metal style. She's about family, and that's.
I think it also doesn't help that the mic is down
You don't
here.
know nothing about that.
Goku's
Yeah, you kept
not,
moving good.
There.
Goku's not about family.
Doesn't he have sons?
3.
No
Like
pun intended.
3?
3.
he has three.
He has 2. He has
Two?
2.
Oh,
He
we
might
must
have
have
He
said-
don't even know. Yeah.
He might have 3.
He don't even know.
Who knows? I mean,
3.
listen, Goku
3.
up there when it comes to fighting, skill, best transformations, and best transformation of all the anime, right? This is iconic.
I was
Super
gonna say
Saiyan.
he's pretty iconic out there.
But like,
It's so weird
as
seeing
a
myself with the
character,
long hair
plus, like,
again
the
after
complexity
cutting
of
everything
training.
off. Oh my god.
I mean, you've been blonde for
And
almost
blonde.
a
I
year.
mean, name
Yeah.
3 characteristics.
It's about to be a
Goku.
year in August.
Orange shirt.
Big titty himbo.
Oh, classic. First clip. First TikTok clip.
What is a big titty himbo? I've
That's
never heard
the
this
first
term
thing I
before.
taught you that.
That's how it's
4
Oh
minutes
my
in.
god, this is so
It's
okay.
the Zoro.
Yes.
Zoro?
Yes. So
know,
like a man with some big pecs and himbo, you know, so he has to be
And
sweet.
himbo, good
he has
job.
to be
Good job
strong,
giving another
and he has
word.
to be stupid.
Okay. Is himbo the alternative term to waifu?
I would say
No,
it's a
'cause
I thought it was
synonym to.
husbando.
I
The
think it's a synonym to
husbando.
bimbo.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
synonym to
Husbando.
bimbo.
Husbando.
Husbando and
Bimbo's
wifey.
fine.
What?
No,
Himbo and
Bimbo's-
bimbo.
Bimbo's in right now.
Wait, still swaying.
So yeah,
Yep.
it's like a male thigh.
Shouldn't have worn a sweater.
A male
So that's
thought.
Goku, a himbo.
That's what he's. Listen, I've never seen an episode fully of Dragon Ball Z.
Still
so
haven't.
I can't say.
I
but
still
to me,
haven't.
Still
that's
haven't.
what he
You've never
seems
seen
like.
You know what I was thinking might be a
I've
funny
not-
idea?
No, I come in a
If we
couple.
had her watch Dragon Ball Z abridged on YouTube
I've seen a couple.
instead
You
of
know, I
Dragon Ball
pop
Z.
in. I see him. You know,
That'd be
scream,
so
do the
fucking
thing,
funny.
and,
I don't know if you're ready for that.
It's so
it.
fucking funny.
I'd rather,
Hi, you
no,
know?
She hasn't watched Dragon Ball. I'd rather
So
watch
it's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
not sounding
Bridge.
good for the
I
boys,
think I've
but
seen part of
I
that.
am
You see
gonna
Yu-Gi-Oh!
feel
Bridge?
bad.
I think I've
Have
seen
you
part
ever
of
seen the
that.
Sonic Snap Cube
I'm the
ones?
cat's
No.
mouth.
Like not abridged, but it's like they do voiceovers while they're
Respectively, okay, fine.
watching. They do live
Maybe not round
No.
one.
dubs.
I'm gonna give
That's
it to
so
Goku.
funny
Pretty
now.
funny.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
going
a
with
fan of
Anya
fan
because
dubs.
she's pretty strong in my heart.
Team
I've
Four
seen
Star all
these
the way.
comics of her like fighting everybody, so I'm with it.
I don't
I
know.
never got
Also,
canceled.
Please
Real
support the official
Legacy
release.
and Impact.
Of what?
He has his
It's just
Oh,
what
that's
the
traits
reference.
because like when Goku was young,
I can't get over this background
Dragon
noise.
Ball era, he has.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
the noise.
Remember when I was like, yo, there's this hissing? Oh my god, dude! The early days of editing, even visually, I'm sitting here
Oh
like,
my
look at
God.
all the fucking extra ceiling above us. There's mad space above us.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We
it's
thought
very
this was good.
Thank God for the low
Yeah.
ceilings.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's still more to see.
No, but now we know
I just like
positioning.
how much she's there for.
Word. The fact that Danny can
Alright.
recognize
Let's give
spacing
round
now,
one
he's
to
over here
Soma,
like,
'cause
yeah,
that
nah,
clearly
that's
are two
wicked.
votes.
That's
Yeah.
too much.
But I got somebody on this list that I know is gonna knock him out.
He
So
sucked.
At least you did good with the zoom ins.
So Goku is gonna have to go to the next round.
Round 1. All right. Next up, who do we got on the list?
oh, we got Deku, Izuku Midoriya
Zuku.
from My Hero Academia
boy.
versus Soma Yukihira from Food Wars.
I'd still give it to
Ooh.
Soma.
Damn, I had a bracelet on there from a friend that I don't talk to anymore. That's crazy.
Damn, giving out your tea already.
I can keep it going though. I'm just gonna try to figure out.
Friendship
who
bracelet
this-
in the
Deku versus
trash.
Soma. Okay.
In the trash. Oh.
What are we leaning towards right off the bat? I'll tell you right now. I know who I'm gonna pick.
I know my
So
pick.
confident.
I've
Bro,
seen
bro
both,
really came in
actually.
cocky.
So
He
I-
did.
Bro
He
had no
came-
no
I didn't see all of
Instagram,
Food
no
Wars,
content
but I
creation.
saw,
He
like,
came
almost all of
built
it,
already.
and I like.
He was ready to
great
fight.
still.
Danny was ready to fight since day one. He's
Anime's
like,
my bag.
I've never
I know
wanted to
nothing but
perform
anime.
that.
I'm here to
Fan
fight.
service?
That was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. You never would expect something like that from a food show.
For guys and girls.
Yes.
Lot of himbos in that
I
show.
did it.
Good job.
That's a very reluctant good job.
I thought you were gonna have to pay a
That's
subscription fee to get it fixed.
Everything is a subscription fee. It was
Everything,
almost
man.
a subscription fee just to mirror this on the TV screen. So
Your beard was so
But,
long.
I don't know. Seeing the
Crazy.
progression of Deku though, I don't know. What are your thoughts so far?
So I'm gonna pick Soma,
There you
hands down. There's
Yeah.
no if.
You
ands,
see
or
how
buts.
still
Soma
I was? I
from
was
the
like,
jump
that's how you know I was nervous. I was staying
confidence.
in what
She
I was
hasn't
trying to
moved
stay.
once.
knew what he
I was trying to
doing,
stay so
and he
still.
developed as a character as the series went by.
While yelling,
Challenging,
while yelling at
accepted
us
it,
for being like,
he
y'all are moving
overcame
too
it,
much.
He gathered people around him.
Talking to the
and
mic.
Now, I think in the last time I watched it, spoiler alert, he's in like the top 10 of that school.
Look how
Actually, he's
far
number one,
Danny's
right?
talking from the mic
I
though.
haven't, so
he's
I know what happened.
Yeah, but he's at least better now. Look at
Because
him.
we put it in front of his
But
fucking face.
he made it to the top.
But
Deku,
also these mics, you
spoiler
could get
alert,
away a
that kid
little bit
struggled.
more.
Yeah,
No,
we
yeah.
had more
Struggled
space for
and
movement
overcame.
there. Like
Deku
we had a
is,
background
like,
with this is keeping us in place.
Yeah.
Epitome of started from the bottom. Now we here.
this whole honestly, every character, everybody spoiler alert, right?
Okay,
Yeah, I
yes.
mean, true,
Actually, we
like,
should have said that in the beginning.
Just
Yeah.
spoiler alert for every name you're gonna see on this list. Everybody we talk about. So
Look how
you don't
tan
know
I was. I
anything
need to go
about
outside.
Anything.
I wasn't gonna
Right,
say
bro.
it.
We'll give a little heads up.
I wasn't
onto
gonna say
who's
that.
coming.
But maybe it's
You'll
also because of
know.
your black
You
hair.
don't feel like Deku kind of got
That-
handed.
No, but,
like,
the
apart.
last
My
couple,
skin, I think it's just I've been in the
winter
it's
time.
winter,
It's
yeah.
kinda
I'm
like
like
a
I need to
time
go
skip
outside
happened, I was
again.
like,
I mean, is it a time skip? Like a month pass?
I mean, yeah.
You
I
still
wasn't
defending my
really
heroes,
active,
even
I
back
won't say
then.
that.
Always. Always.
It's
have to
okay to
work
let your
towards
show
all
just
that,
be.
It can be
He was
bad.
given the
But I'm still
powers,
gonna give it
but
its flowers
he
where it
breaking
deserves.
limbs
But I will
left
say
and
when it is
right,
trash.
You know,
Yeah,
like, if
that's
he
the
didn't
balance. You
work
have to at
hard,
least
he
call
wouldn't
out
have been
when it's
able to do
trash.
that in the first place.
But you know,
So-
like you got that nurse over there who gives him a kiss on the cheek, and all of a sudden he's good to go again. So like,
He should have lost
Not
at least. He
even
should have lost a finger or
always.
two. He hasn't lost a single finger.
Yo, Cory
I
and I
mean,
have been
have
wanting
you
to
seen
see
his
blood
body's
since
all
day
roughed up? They were
one.
like,
Give
"You try
me
this one
something."
more time, and you're gone. Your leg is gone. You know,
At least
all
we're
that stuff.
consistent.
Perfectly fine.
Ben,
He's
the
coming
Bakugo
up.
thing
He
didn't
got-
happen
He
yet.
got battle scars, but like
he's not gonna end up like my guy. All right, that guy's in a wheelchair. Deku is not gonna end up in a wheelchair. At that.
And he didn't.
Wheelchair.
And he
My
did.
guy.
And he did it. Jesus
Sacrifice.
Christ.
Who? Oh, I was about to say.
what's your brow dude? Green spandex.
Nah, you know who Rock Lee is. They just called you Rock Lee.
I know, and I've been to who Rock Lee
You
is.
did? You just didn't know who it was.
But I recognize him by face.
And have them be a leader. It's going to be Soma. Soma's gonna cook me some good food.
It's almost enough.
He's a good friend.
But he's
He's
got the
easy on
skills
the
to back
eyes.
it up.
Deku's
I'ma throw
kind
that
of
out there.
all of those. Well, I don't know.
And doesn't he beat his dad at the end of the series anyway? So what does it matter?
He a mama's boy.
He's
Oh,
big.
That kid has no life skills. I promise you.
No, he
aside
doesn't.
He
from
ended up
being-
working at
Nah.
McDonald's.
No, Deku.
I've been right
Deku's
since
the
day
epitome of,
one.
Like,
He
mom
did
is
not.
going to
He
work
did
late.
not.
I
He
need
beat
to
the
cook for
McDonald's
myself or I will
allegations.
starve. So he
Cooking
has
for
learned.
himself. Pouring a bowl of cereal is not cooking for yourself.
Nah, he
that
definitely
kid
had to
couldn't
learn.
make himself a bowl of top ramen.
I
I
don't know.
promise
You can put the fries in the bag though.
I mean,
Stop!
I don't think he's a bad
I
cook,
can't
but
with you.
Yo, son, that's crazy. That's crazy foreshadowing.
It's-
Deku has had to prove himself a little bit more, I guess, than Soma. Soma, even though they came from working in a restaurant,
He's a nepo
his
baby.
daddy already came from being in that.
He's a nepo baby.
He's a nepo baby.
That is
Scholarship, bro.
He's a nepo baby.
I was
So, like,
correct.
Deku had to get it out the dirt. I'm not the biggest Deku fan, but
you guys-
Deku had to get it out the dirt.
Given the Nepo baby thing, you could say the same thing like you brought up with
You
Deku
did lose
got
weight,
handed
though.
him
Look at
All
these
Might
arms.
is his
No,
his
but you
dad.
didn't grow up with that.
starving.
Nepo is
He's
like
like an actual.
you have a
He's
legacy.
starving.
Like his
You can't
dad
say starving.
really
You
went
just
to
ate
that
4
school.
Popeye sandwiches.
Because I
Everybody
was
in
starving.
there, like, everybody put respect
I
on
starved
his name,
myself
so
the
he
whole
figured out
day
who
to that
his father
point.
was.
No.
I won't eat again
That's
until
not
24
Also
hours
to
from
go to
now.
that school because he had the connects.
That's,
So was kind of the Nepo baby.
yeah. All right, my vote is Deku. That's me.
I think out of the fact that I've now
the
realized,
next
because I
round?
didn't
Who's
even
that
realize
for
this before, so
I guess
just
we
now
can stop
that
with
Soma
the next
is a
one is, right?
Nepo baby. I'm about to say a Nepo.
I think so.
Like a little cat.
Have it chapped out.
I want
It
to
might
tell
be
myself
Deku.
to like sit up straight, girls. Straighten up your
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
I'm like
even
hunched
though
over
later
because I'm
on,
trying
like,
to
his
talk
quirks
into the
just
mic.
so happen to just show
because
up
it's
out of
so
nowhere.
low.
Dude, I'm all the way back
He's
there.
still acting
Yeah,
like a
look at
rich
you. You
kid,
can
like,
fit another person right there.
Damn, God.
I see what
Danny,
you guys
don't
are saying. I'ma still
make
say
that
Soma,
face like
but
you
clearly
that
both are
close.
Deku.
I think
Closer
we're
to
gonna
me.
be-
You're closer to me.
You
Yeah.
have to go Deku.
All right, let's see. So, the winner for this round,
Ta-da.
Deku.
All right. Next up on the list, Haruhi versus.
Oh, now you know who Haruhi
Haruhi
is.
versus who?
Hinata.
Oh, from
Haruhi-
Haikyuu?
A lot of us haven't watched some
Oh,
of the
it's
stuff.
Hinata.
Yes,
We are
100%.
with an eclectic.
Haruhi's
mix of,
not even, like, the best character on the
characters
show.
here that
Look
at
all
this.
seen different
Hello.
parts of different shows.
I know I can argue for at least one in each round.
I could fake
That's
it.
fair.
Now
I
we
could fake it.
2 years later.
All right.
Now you
So we
finally
got
watched.
Haruhi
Wow.
From Ouran High School Host
This is the
Club.
commentary's
I know
about.
Haruhi is. You didn't see Ouran High School?
That was like iconic, man.
I don't pay for that subscription.
Listen, that was back in the day. YouTube part 1, 2, and 3,
Yo, bro.
old school way.
Part 1 of 3, part 2 of that shit was crazy.
That
All right,
was.
so
oh my God.
Haruhi
The Wicked
versus
era.
Hinata
Trying to
from
find like
Haikyuu.
full episodes.
Damn, my 2 babies.
Don't see how this is gonna go for you.
Why don't you
I
talk
just-
about Haruhi
These are my
first?
2 favorite people. This is
It was
hard.
random. They didn't do this on purpose.
I love
This
Haruhi.
is hurting my soul.
Yeah, she said that she's been saying that.
It's only gonna get uglier, I promise.
He's still making that face. He's like, "Ugh."
So say what you gotta say
said
about
so many
Haruhi.
other
because
people.
I'm gonna talk about Hinata. Hinata, he got that dog in him. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Short
You're
king.
not wrong.
Short
That's a
King.
short king
That's
right
a
there.
short
King.
king.
Bro.
King, 5'7".
And you
Short
really
king,
respect
bro.
short kings.
Listen,
That name goes so
Haruhi,
hard.
That's what-
okay, right off
Short
the
king,
bat,
bro.
High School Host Club was like so ahead of its time. Like Haruhi is
It
like
definitely was.
non-binary
100%.
royalty.
Non-binary royalty.
Yes, because they were just like, I'm a girl, I'm a guy, I don't care. I feel like putting on clothes, I'm showing up. I have to deal
Choose
with
to
rich
pour
people.
to care.
That's already my
Yeah, yeah.
I learned what a host club was because of this show.
Yes,
Now-
I did
now
too.
I'm in.
Oh, that's not just an anime.
See,
term?
you
No,
always when you
actually, in
talked
Japan.
Is that like
low,
an
you
escort
talked
thing?
away from the mic and you couldn't really hear
Candy?
you.
It's teetering
It's like
around.
Rent a Girlfriend.
Yeah,
Rent a
except there's a
Girlfriend.
location where you go to the rent a
Not like Rent a
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, you go and there's like a group,
So it's
and
the
you
Uber
kind of
Eats of Rent a Girlfriend.
yeah, you know, you go there, you have fun, you have a
They're
good
all
time.
there.
They're
The
all
Uber Eats get
there.
delivered.
Yes.
Rent a Girlfriend is like basically Uber Eats.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, okay.
This is like
You go to
you
the
go to
restaurant.
Dine in.
Yeah.
It's
you
like
go to a
Dice.
restaurant and you have this
Dice. Yeah, the app. For
Oh.
It's like
stuff.
because
I don't
it's
know.
basically
You two are-
essentially a
yeah.
brothel.
I was like,
Okay, cool.
Dice.
But like,
Dice-
you're not
no,
fully
Dice is the
going all
party
the way.
word.
Like,
They-
most of them don't.
no
go.
penetration.
They did it just like no penetration. They just did it like make you feel good.
Yeah, like butter you up.
It's like a strip
Emotional.
club. It's like a strip club
Yeah.
with no stripping.
Yes.
I was
So
explaining
it's
to you
kinda
what a
like,
host club
hey,
He's a
is.
whore.
Wallet.
He's a whore.
He's a.
No, that's rude. I'm sorry. Let's not use the W word. He's
The W word is crazy.
The
We
first-
didn't know what we wasn't going to say yet.
In the first
They-
15 minutes.
So originally, for fast premise, for those of you who have not seen Ouran High School Host Club, they are a commoner essentially that goes to a
Commoner.
rich school,
That is how they say
and
it.
they
That
get
is-
sucked
that's
into
just
the host club
phrasing.
because they
That
break
sounds
a vase.
Racist.
And they're like, "Oh,
It feels
you broke
it,
this
yeah.
vase that's like 8 million yen. You have to,
8 million.
8 million
What's
yen.
that in USD? 800,000.
More
I
than
just took away
more
his
than we
math.
can afford.
You're about to look it up right now.
8 million is like 8K. Maybe like.
Either way, more than we can
7,
afford.
5.
And they were
No, I
like,
think it's
"Oh,
like
you can't pay this,
$50,000.
so you're gonna be our dog." And
They made her dress like a boy.
but they
It's a
didn't.
Chainsaw Man up
No,
in
but
here.
they didn't realize. They took off Haruhi's glasses and they were like, "Whoa, you're hot!"
Oh my God.
And it was like, you know what? Let's use you. We can get you
$55,000?
some.
Yeah.
We can get you some girls. And they later
Wow.
find out.
2 years later, you figured out numbers
she's a
too.
girl.
There we go.
Oh, shoot.
Look at that.
Everybody's now
Growth.
This nigga
Haruhi's
became a
a girl?
mathematician
Yeah.
right
He's a
before my
guy.
very eyes. I
I
said,
said
wow, she
non-binary.
outnumbered me
Oh,
just
you're
now.
right. You did
To dap her
lead
up.
off with that. Okay, what are some positive things about this person that you would argue against Hinata? Because
Trailblazer.
Trailblazer.
That's true.
Listen, they got brains. That's the one thing I can say they got against Hinata.
They got the smarts.
They got the smarts.
Hinata's not the brightest bulb in the room, is he?
No.
Got hard.
He can hit a ball, though.
He
got
can-
hard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Vegeta.
Absolutely.
I respect the grind. Honestly, when I got the Haikyuu, like I think
Look how far you are from the mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
that was my
well,
She's getting her get back, bro.
sports.
well, she talked away from the mic earlier today. So look who got better and look who got worse.
I'm definitely not worse.
I did not expect this shit to have me emotional. And what Hinata kind of brings to the team, and everybody brings like kind of around them, each like sets he play with and everything like that. Very, very, I don't know, just polarizing, just kind of brings people around, just kind of like Conqueror's hockey type vibes, you know. I respect it. I don't know, I might
Definitely not Conqueror's hockey vibes, though.
Bring people around. He's a
I'm
cop.
thinking about the show though.
Listen, my vote's already casted towards Hinata because I only know Hinata.
But I mean that's fair. I mean, look at I'm here
was never
representing
going to be
Haikyuu.
hard,
Like
dude.
I'm come
I'm
prepared.
sorry.
I love my boy. He's
For you?
also like
Yeah.
full of heart.
You
Like
didn't
you
know
said.
for
you, you were,
but
yeah.
Now I know, and 100% it's not
I
going
don't
to
think
be
you
hard.
can rightfully say dressed like that. That is not.
I still haven't heard one nice thing about him except for the fact that he's smart. I'm like, okay, that is.
No,
I
but
guess not. Elon Musk
I don't
is
know.
smart,
Haruhi has the confidence, brings everyone together, like truly knows how to get people.
Boys wouldn't be nothing without.
Literally, they would all be lost without
Karasu
her.
no, would
This
be
team
nothing without
don't have heart
Hinata.
without Hinata.
They
That's
definitely
true,
wouldn't
too.
be all
Brings
lost.
them
I feel
together.
like
All right.
Kyo,
Especially
without
that
the
Kageyama
glasses.
guy,
Kyo,
right?
Kyo,
That's
yep,
his,
he's fine.
right-hand
No,
man.
he has the worst
Nobody
daddy
likes
issues
Hinata
ever.
does.
Listen, I haven't finished it.
Okay,
But
I
like,
can't say.
I feel like she hasn't really
Alright.
done anything for him.
Okay.
Just
We
finish
won't-
it.
the strong silent type?
Finish it.
All right.
Next up, Shinra.
All right.
and
Well,
Fire Force.
Fire Force and
This is just
That-
20. We're 3 minutes away.
Black Clover.
I mean, do we care to hear about Shinra and Asta
No,
from
I
ourselves?
do not care.
No,
I don't care about hearing about Asta or Shinra from even me
I don't
right
even know.
now.
I still don't know who.
I don't
Asta
even
is.
want to hear me right now.
Oh my god.
So that was the first 17 minutes of our first episode.
Jesus Christ.
I think that
How do we feel about that?
I feel so
Revisiting that.
happy knowing that we've improved an amazing amount since then.
I've gotten nicer.
We've learned.
you have gotten nicer.
Yeah.
You have gotten better at your delivery.
And you've
'Cause
gotten
you-
better at articulating your points, like rationally. You know what I mean?
Rationally.
Yeah, because he's not just like, nah, this person's shit. Like, he's like, I don't think he does a good job at this and that because of X, Y, and Z. You know, like, he goes into it more.
He's like,
you
that
know?
person's just trash.
Yeah.
Garbage. Yeah. What about you, Danny? What did you think about from
I-
back then to now?
I think that the highlight is our chemistry was good even back then.
Yes.
And-
For that being episode 1, you still can't tell, I think. You would just think we don't know how to podcast versus
Yes.
we don't know each other yet.
Yes.
Like that. Like that was purely
We
not
met
because I mean
that
sure
day.
we were still not knowing what we were doing, but that was we didn't grow up as best friends as so much
We didn't know
other
each other.
podcasts
Best
and
of
things like
friendos.
that. Like all the other podcasts, a lot of them have known each other forever, or they have some type
Literally.
of rapport or long type of
Besties.
rapport before going to that. I pulled a One Piece on you niggas. I was just like, all right, well,
Come through.
I need a crew. So
Yeah.
Zoro, Nami, let's
Let's
go.
go.
We out.
Yeah.
We going. Chopper, you ready? Come here, Chopper. Hey.
Hey, Usopp. She's Usopp.
Nah, she's
Skittish.
She's dog. Come here.
She chopper.
Oh, look at you. You actually listen?
Aw, Vegeta.
They can't even see you on the camera.
You were here. You're day one.
I would say you could try to pick her up, but she's not probably gonna let that happen.
Let me see.
Drop the yay.
You gotta hold her like a baby.
Here's our chopper, guys.
Well,
our support.
well, that was fun watching the last 7. Oh, she wasn't having it. Oh, she about to fuck you up.
No, I had a lot of people be like, "Wow, you guys like never met before." I was like, "I don't know these bitches." I was like,
Don't even go here.
They were like, "Wow, you guys had such great chemistry.
Fake
You
it
would
till you
never be
make
able
it."
to tell." Yeah, fake it till you make
Fake
it.
it till you make it. I mean, shit. It is jarring. Shit, even seeing like
The audio was
the
jarring.
audio.
The
Oh
audio.
my god, bro! I can't believe people listen to that.
That hissing in
That-
the
I
background.
can't believe.
We have good friends.
I can't believe.
do
I
have
mean,
good friends.
I mean, strangers too. The fact that strangers.
Shade, you even watched it.
Shade had the nerve to go back.
Yo, kudos to you, man.
Bro caught up when we finally had it a little. I mean, we still figuring it out, right?
No,
We
but
did-
like we were better, way better.
We caught up there. I'm like, don't go back and watch that. I almost feel like we should take it down.
No, you gotta see the progress.
Yeah. No, I think that the audio is good. It's definitely gotten better. I think that I prefer this setting.
I agree.
More than the studio.
I liked it way more.
This feels more like it's ours, you know what I mean? Even though it's in my fucking house, but
yeah,
like not like you know what I mean. This feels like no, this is the Moon Piece background. We were sharing that background with so many other different podcasts.
We were renting out a studio.
Spliffs and sake.
You and Spliffs and sake.
Rivals.
Hope you guys are doing great, bro. Hope y'all I've got to check and see if
Danny
they still
was
making
like,
content.
we got rivals. He wanted to start a whole thing.
Another anime podcast in the studio. We up.
The smell of acetone when you walked into the second floor.
Oh my God. There was a nail salon there.
Like acetone and weed.
Yes.
Yo, wicked combination.
Yo, we was really in a studio.
With the CrossFit music always blasting.
The CrossFit studio now. Isn't it crazy to think that we were actually in a studio at one point though? Because I'm like, now I'm just like, I can't imagine us almost not having, I guess, this space now or whatever. It's so interesting going back and seeing that. Like, I was like, those don't hit the same. Like the arguments don't even hit the same from across the table.
No, it doesn't. It feels way more intimate here, and I'm very proud of you for like taking the initiative to be like, what if we did it at our house sometimes? Because, even though it was like, it started out because, hey, conflict of studio and this and that. Yeah. But like, maybe we should get our own podcast things here. For those of you guys who don't know, the studio that we originally used closed down. Big sad, but it worked out for the better because now.
We started prepping beforehand. Like, I was just like, like, let's be more in control of our destiny. Because I felt like we all had our own lives and stuff going on. So trying to find a schedule for us to record and then it also work with it not being booked. Sometimes it would just like suck, you know what I mean? And then we end up in a situation where I'm like, damn, I got like one day to edit or waiting for things like that. Now it's just like, I feel like we have way more control over our destiny and everything going on. But
absolutely,
watching that definitely, it makes me really, really proud and hopeful and excited to see everything that we have coming this year and going forward, because we ain't been doing it that long and I feel like we have so much more room to get so much more better. Like we're not nowhere. It's the same way you can say like AI is not as good as it can get. It's still like
it compares to AI.
Well, I'm just saying in the concept itself. Right now AI is the worst it's going to continue to get better. The ceiling is there, right? It's the same way I feel about what we have possibly doing. You know what I mean? Like there's millions of podcasts. We understand, guys, podcast equipment should be more expensive. And we try to make it worth you guys listen to us. We try not to sound as stupid as all the other podcasts, and we don't really argue with each other as much as all the other podcasts and stuff like that. We don't power scale. We don't do all that stuff. And we do, follow our morals and things like that. We try not to, sacrifice our moral codes for the sake of content and things like that. But what we, could possibly grow into and what's in store, and I feel like the sky's the limit. It's only as small. The podcast will only be as big as we want it to be. We want to try to make it, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And I'm really, really proud of you guys and thankful for you guys for even believing in the vision, like of this idea of I try my best to like properly say things. I know how I word things is very stern when I have my ideas and things like that, and my roadmaps of how to kind of go about things and problem solving. So I always appreciate you guys sticking through and understanding at least that I'm never saying anything out of like malice or like never. An asshole or things like that. I'm just like only thinking about this is what just makes sense for us and things like that. So anything you guys want to say before we close out?
I'm proud of you. Episode? I'm proud of you, Cory. You have taken this to such a huge level. You were the one that brought us together, and I know I said it last year, but like the fact that you have improved so much in your editing and your ideas and everything that you're pushing us to do so far, like bringing us to start streaming, all that kinds of stuff. I think it's, you've helped push me and Danny to a higher level than we would have expected. Originally we would have just stayed a podcast, and now look at us. We do streams, we go to events, we do so much more.
I wanted to ask you about I wanted to ask you how was Verse Riku. Oh man, I wanted to ask you
I forgot about that. Damn.
Because I watched you last night. I watched it back and I was like, this girl is fighting for her fucking life.
I was.
Oh,
We'll
I'm
talk
so
about
sorry.
that next.
We'll save it.
No, we'll save it because also I'll have to talk about the end
we'll
of
talk
it
about
by
the
then.
game.
Yeah, sorry.
So-
Continue. My fault.
No. But either way, I'm just really proud of everything that you've done and improved so far to help me and Danny, bring this up and help us, start our own things. Danny's now doing his streams, he's doing stuff for his own channel, like me now starting, the gaming stuff. I've wanted to be a gaming streamer for years and I never got the push to do it. So I'm very happy about that.
Problem solved, man. We don't like his thing. My thing is always do not sit in the problem. If you know that you can find a way to get into a solution, why sit in it and just soak in it? And then the only person you can blame when it's still that problem is yourself. If there's a means for you to get there that's financially feasible in your time and things like that, make it happen. You're gonna die one day, so you might as well do something before you die. No regrets.
So true.
What about you?
Yeah, I think I'll just piggyback off of what Kimmy was saying. I think that you're high key like the manager here,
Absolutely.
and
Yes.
motivating us and pushing us to do better and grow better. And I mean, you laid down the foundation, and Kimmy and I are just fortunate and blessed to be able to walk alongside with you. As we journey on to find the One Piece.
1 million subscribers. Yo, imagine.
We'll get there.
I think it's also great that we're going to be living up to our namesake in that Cory and I are now watching Sailor Moon. And what do you know? Kimmy is going to start One Piece. All right. That's a visceral reaction.
Gun to my head. I'm being forced, but
For the love of the
Hand
game,
up.
it's happening.
Gun to your head or hand on the wallet?
It's taking 2 years.
gun to the head.
Hand to the wallet.
Gun to the head.
Hand to the
I'm
wallet.
so excited to start One Piece.
You know it's going to be fun. That's what's going to be. This is the reaction right now, and I can't wait to be able to splice this to when she's like at episode 37 saying like, this shit is gas. This shit is fucking making me cry. You're going to be so shocked. But we'll just see how the journey goes. It'll be all documented, so you can at least look back and see how much of a hater you are. But you want to announce to the people, the good people for sure, so they know we're not bluffing. You got to say it. I'm not saying when. I'm just saying you got to say what you're going to do.
Say it with your chest.
I'm going to be streaming One Piece. Yay.
Reluctantly.
So that's the big news of ending season 2. Thank you guys for checking out the season finale of the Moon Piece podcast. We will see you guys in season 3 because we don't take breaks here. We are going right into it.
Right into
Same
the thick of
time, same
Season
place,
3.
every other Tuesday, 7 a.m. on all your streaming platforms. No, it's not, but it's on. No,
On most of them. The major ones.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple, you know how it works. You know what I mean? So thank you guys again for checking this out. Thank you guys again for riding out with me and doing this podcast. And thank you guys for watching this podcast.
Thank
So
you
on that
guys so
note,
much.
Yeah, enjoy
We
your life.
appreciate
See ya.
y'all. Bye.
Later.